Tonight on the FearFishing.
Good evening, everybody. The opening of tonight's show is not going to work. Woody's not here. We're all jammed up. RLM's awesome. Mike Carnegie's awesome. Hook them up. My chair's broken too. This show is just falling apart. McCall ruined a chair this evening.
Woody's having a conniption right now.
Yeah, he is. It's going.
My award!
It's gone. The award's gone.
Sorry, Woody.
Sorry, Woody.
I did my best, man.
Is the GoPro working still?
Not me. It is.
Hey, let's introduce you guys first before that thing quits.
Because it will.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
How much?
Woody is in the Great North, and you guys are filling in.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Big shoes to fill.
Big
Yeah,
shoes
you're
to
doing
fill.
a great job, Bri.
Too bad, but you notice he took some key pieces of equipment that leave us just a little.
Yeah, we don't have.
Yeah, you probably did that on purpose.
We don't have everything
The show
here.
will remind you a little bit more of what
The old
about a
school
year
show.
ago or so?
Yeah.
yeah.
The old school show.
The pre-Woody years.
The pre-Woody years. The pre-Woody years.
Don't go there, guys. Okay, instant laugh over there.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. We had such a good cold opening too. Stupid computer.
Oh, I know.
It was good
when it was working.
We've had a big couple weeks. It's been like crazy busy around here. I'm tired. I'm worn out, but it's been good.
I'm tired too.
Are you?
And I worked 12 hours today. Rushed here.
I got up at 6, and this is the first time I sat down today.
True story.
True story. Other than when I was editing, it took me 7 hours to edit. Was out baiting deer, picked Ashen up, got here, started editing more, filmed the cold opening. It's the daily grind. Keeping FearFishing alive. Made posts, talk to people.
I beautified Bowmanville.
Nice. Yeah,
That's what I do.
Everybody's got to do their part.
That's what I do.
Should Mark introduce yourself?
Beautify everywhere you go.
I'm Mark.
Beautify. Whoa, is beautify a word?
Yes.
It is really?
Yeah. Sure it is.
Beautification.
I don't use...
Beautification? We're not making stuff up?
No, I don't use like words that aren't real.
Beautifizzle.
Not Sean.
Beautifizzle.
What? Sean makes words up all the time.
I'm Mark, and I am beat too, buddy. Honestly, just knackered.
I don't even think it's been a long week. I think it's been a long summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Yeah,
You know what I've done in the last 3 weeks?
Nothing?
Every day, sun up till sundown.
OBN night.
OBN night, plus I got this thing called a job, right?
Yeah.
And then my brother needed a hand ripping this roof off
Yeah,
his
he did.
girlfriend's garage. That was...
And then we were a mechanic at my house.
Something
Remember
else.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did some like brakes and stuff.
Yeah. I did my own brakes as well.
My wife is still here, so it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, I
Joan-
took it for a test.
Joan's pretty trusting.
Well, I tested it first.
Oh, good.
Vlogs, podcasts, and tips and tricks videos. Over 100 videos so far this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy amount. And the vlog got longer this year. It used to be about, I tried to keep them all under 10 minutes. Now they're going 15, 20. Today's 22.
Maybe you talk too much.
No, just trying to jam everything in. It's busy.
All
Can't
right.
talk enough. That's the whole point of a vlog. It wouldn't be very interesting if nobody talked during a vlog. Mark, do you know where a vlog comes from?
Vlog?
Yeah.
Video log. Is that right?
Well, either we used to blog
Yeah.
in the 90s on the internet, but nobody writes anything down anymore.
Nobody reads anything.
No, that's a
That's
big
the problem.
question. So you want to, if you got questions, comments, anything you want to share, YouTube, Facebook, Mark and Sean are on it. I mean, Mark and Amber.
No,
Sean and Amber. That's how tired I am. I've had the worst day with allergies too. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about that in a minute. It is a 12 today. I'm
feels
allergic
like
to
a
peanuts.
3.
Deathly allergic to peanuts. The last time I went and
You're
got
allergic to penis?
And that's what I heard.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
One more time?
Use all tree
Peanuts.
nuts.
And all tree nuts. The last time I went to the allergist, he told me that I have a deadly, like if I consume nuts, that I can die.
Hey,
He told
remember
me
that time you told me you were allergic to peanuts and I brought peanut butter sandwiches
You
in
made
the
them
boat
on
for
the
that
boat?
day and told you to stay on your own side of the boat?
Yeah.
And I brought peanuts for a snack.
We had breakfast the other day,
I
and
have
your
to-
brother's across from me and just spread it on.
Well, I have to eat it though. It's not bad enough that like one of those. I have to eat it, like
Yeah.
digest it.
Yeah, we
But,
can't just rub it on you while
no.
you're sleeping. And
No, I don't
No?
think that
I've
works.
tried that.
damn it!
But the hour just said I was more allergic to spring and fall like allergens than nuts. It drives
Yeah.
me crazy.
Really?
Yeah, just drives me absolutely. Today's been the worst day of the year. Last night when I got home from the qualifier to right now, it's been the worst it's been all year.
What time did you get home from the qualifier last night?
Pretty early. What time did you get home from Jamaica?
9.
I got home at 8 then.
Wow. What time did we get home?
I don't know.
11ish.
Wow.
This morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
How would you know you slept all the way home, you bugger? You're the greatest company. Let me tell you, if he's
Anyway.
not sleeping, he's on his phone.
If you got questions,
Then he
comments,
does these
get 'em
little
in.
giggles and
and
What'd
if
you guys
he's
do?
sleeping, he's farting.
Oh, we.
no, it doesn't
Everybody
matter if he's
farts.
sleeping or he's
Oh.
awake.
No, I was so extremely exhausted from the weekend. Like I said, we've all been going like crazy, and
Yeah, we have.
You know, after y'all know how social I am,
Yep.
right? So after we fished on day one, and even Friday night after the meeting, I went and I grabbed my bottle of fun and
Your figure skate of fun?
my figure skate. It was a hockey
It was
skate.
not a hockey skate.
I got
They don't- hockey skates don't have toe picks.
I got a custom hockey skate with whiskey in it.
No way.
Yeah, I told everybody I got it from one of the ex-prime ministers, and that's why I was drinking it. It was
Nice.
It was Canadian whiskey made in Germany
That's funny.
in a figure skate.
It made it better, and there was no toe pick on the figure skate.
Yeah, there
There
was.
was no toe pick.
There was a point on it.
That's
Hockey-
funny.
Toe pick.
That was the Canadian part. It was the skate part.
Yeah, but
Escape
I went around and had a libation with everybody.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And got to sit with a lot of cool people and talk.
Yeah, Sean and I bunked together, and I saw him when I woke him up in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Sean at 6:34.
I'm social. I'm social. I like to be social.
It's been so yeah. Amber, introduce yourself before we move on.
I'm Amber.
You're back from Jamaica.
I'm not tired because I had a week of
Yeah.
sleeping.
That's the other
I
thing that
hate you.
That's the
I'm
other thing that buggered my week is that Amber was away, so I had to do everything.
Wow.
Which
Did you have any jerk chicken?
Yeah, I did.
Lots of it?
Oh, the best jerk chicken ever.
I'm surprised you're still alive after a week of her gone.
What? I lived my
He's
my
hurt,
whole
though.
20s by
He's
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear him now. Craig.
Amber's actually the first female I ever lived with. I never lived with anybody till I was 32.
Yeah.
Your mother?
Well, she moved out when I was 19.
You made her by yourself all the way to 32? I would have been dead for sure.
Really?
Oh, he's
I
good.
never skipped a
Oh,
beat.
yeah.
I could do everything.
Doesn't clean though.
No.
But he
I used to
cooks.
do
I saw his boat.
yeah, that boat. Yeah, I'm
Should've
surprised
seen
that
his
boat's
house when I
still running.
moved in.
That boat's. I was thinking about that the other day. How many hours I've spent in that boat? I've probably spent more time in that boat in the last 10 years than anywhere else other than my room sleeping.
Or in front of your computer, editing.
Maybe.
That's a lot of time.
When I got home from the OBN qualifier, I edited the first quarter. I got in the door, fed the dogs, and I edited till Amber got home because I knew today was going to be so crazy busy. I wanted to get a jump on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was my plan. Like if I could get, because I knew when Amber got home I was going to spend time with Amber, so I tried to get ahead, and I did like the first quarter.
How'd that work out?
When Amber got home, I had to get ahead.
Yeah.
He says. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And we talked about her trip, and then I was snoring. Me and the Joey.
Great stories, Amber.
That sounds like after how I got in the truck last night with Mark. I reached down, grabbed a bag of chips. Next thing you know, I opened my eyes, and he's like, "You're home."
yeah.
Yeah. Pick up the chips.
Woody says to turn this on. Oh, right there
Oh,
in front of me.
If that's his only suggestion so far, I think you're
Yeah.
doing all right,
Good
Brian.
work, Brian.
Well done.
So,
That's not what he's saying to me.
editing is the.
Easiest
I
thing
think
in the world.
no, it's not at all. It's not at all.
It's hard for me, and I'm not even doing it.
It's painful.
very
But you know what? I combined day 1 and day 2 of the OBN qualifier as one vlog extra long. I think
Yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be the new
That
way
was
to
smart.
do 2-day tournaments.
Yeah.
The 1-day buggers are kind of difficult because day 1 has nothing to do with day 2,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah,
these
it is what it
2-dayers, this is the new routine. Put them together.
You know
It's
what the
good.
best part of the weekend was?
What's that?
Sunday morning. Instead of getting in my truck and driving 3 hours to the lake, I got out of the cabin, walked 10 steps, stepped into my boat.
That was already in the water.
That was already in the water.
Oh, wow.
Unplugged it, started it, and went checking.
Yeah.
It was great.
I like the drive. I would much rather drive in the morning. I like the drive. It helps me wake up, helps me get on, think things through. I really
Do you
enjoy
jam the tunes up loud? Or do you just like take that moment for
He
yourself
used to.
Sometimes I jam the tunes.
and do like motionless yoga?
You know what I do? So all the
You mean meditation?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Motionless
And
yoga.
you say I make up words?
so usually on the way there, I listen to a podcast to get the brain going, but on the way home, I have all the music that we could possibly use for the vlog saved on my phone. So sometimes I listen to find what track I want to use for
Do you
how
ever
the day
like
went.
make up words to it?
Oh yeah, all the time. I make up words all the time for every song, all day long. Fishing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sean
he
and
does.
I made up
He
Spanish words
sings,
all the way home
he
from
sings all
Texas.
day long. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I
I
love
do.
fishing with him in the boat. We have a great time. That's why.
I change the words so they'll fit like something Sean will say something, and I'll sing about it for 20 minutes.
Yep.
I'm not even joking.
Oh yeah. That's why we don't catch fish.
Yeah.
We're busy thinking of later. It's awesome.
He
Okay.
sings to Ashton when he gets in trouble. He gets his guitar.
I
out.
do.
It's
I
hilarious.
used to do bedtime songs, and he would scream. He'd be so mad,
It's
and I would sing a
hilarious.
bedtime song. Or if he was in his room for too long and I knew he wasn't sleeping, I'd go in and stand in front of the TV and sing him "How It's Time to Go to Bed" song, but with like an up. Sometimes we do like
Let's hear one of your songs.
no. I can't
Come
do
on.
it. It's got to be.
Come
I'll
on.
have
Dude, I
to-
swung half naked from a ball. Sing a song.
It's
Someone
not
get
like
that
that.
guitar.
You know, it's not like that. Somebody's got to say something. If somebody says something that comes to mind, but yeah, I'll do like an '80s song, but with the words changed.
Let's
to
hear
the
Take
circumstance.
On Me, Aha.
I don't even know what that is.
He's
I'm
too
not
young for
old.
that.
Yeah. Take on me.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Take on me.
Sometimes I'll do songs like
going.
I'll do songs like I can't think of one, but like songs about how the fish are never gonna bite it again while I'm flipping
Oh yeah.
Honestly, do you ever say fish here, fishy, fishy, fishy?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, constantly.
If I'm coughing or Mark coughs, I think we either got.
I'm good
allergy-
now.
Did you have a cold?
I don't know if I have a cold. I think I'm just beat up.
I thought I had allergies, but maybe I'm getting a cold.
Maybe it is allergies.
See, we've been going nonstop.
Well, put your breath that way.
No, you can have it too.
I don't want it.
No.
It feels like, you know what the sad part is though? Fishing's kind of over, eh?
I've got one more weekend. I'm going to Rideau this weekend.
Yeah.
Never been there. Anybody's
No,
got
it's
any
amazing.
tips or
I've been there.
trades? Let me know.
I got a big bag there at the.
More tips and trades.
I got like 17 pounds in one day at Rito,
Yeah.
flipping a black jig. It's crazy. That's the only lake I've ever been to in my life where your boat is in 70 feet of water and you can flip a weed mat, like a weeds on an
I
island.
heard that. It's kind of
awesome.
crazy. Yeah.
It's awesome, but if you throw...
There might be some of my competition listening.
Oh,
right
wow.
now,
I'll give you guys the tips.
Yeah.
So the fish there even the largemouth, so white marker jugs, Javix jugs are great. They're rock weed like islands.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, if you throw a black jig in there, you'll smash a 3.
What about a dinger?
Yeah, he'll eat a dinger. You'll see giant smallies in the shallows that are impossible
You
to
can't catch them?
It's just not going to happen. Here's the interesting thing, and this is what I found on in the smallmouth move, like totally, like worse than Rice Lake.
Yeah.
So the pull up to an island, you'll see all the bluegill. So I was throwing black jigs down the side of the wall, and they just come up from the abyss and hammer them when you got one.
They're on the outsides.
Yes, but they move. They're not structure like base like our fish are. Like, you know when you find a weed bed and they're in the weed bed? Mm-hmm. They like hang out in the weed bed? Well, these fish swim around the islands staying with the bluegill. So if the bluegill on morning 1 are on the east side, it's quite possible that the next day they're on the southwest side because the bluegill have moved.
I gotcha.
See, the other thing I found there, Big Rideau has giant bluegill. Like, I mean, you'll see them and you'll be like, oh my God, like I've never seen bluegill like this. That's not where the big bass are. When you find schools on an island of small bluegill, they were all loaded up on those things. Must be easier to eat.
Well, yeah.
And there's billions of them. It's crazy. And the other thing that worked really well there.
Trillions. That's a word that you made up.
The other thing that there's lots of, you can catch fish on Alabama rigs there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they smash Alabama rigs because they're chasing bait fish all the time.
Yeah,
It's
makes sense.
It's one of those different kind of lakes that, but it's super cool. It's super
Safe
clear.
lake? I'm not going to bang
Yeah,
my boat
no. As long as you follow your navionics jibs, you'll have no problem. Anyway, but when you get close to the islands, don't be cutting in between the islands. They get a little hairy.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you and Spiro almost met?
Yeah, I
Real
almost
quick?
ran him over in the fog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was.
I was only at like half on plane, but I could hear him talking when I laid her down.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a beautiful lake though. Absolute smasher of a lake. If you catch fish on docks, on islands, on those Javix jug, it's a great lake. And when you found one, they
So
were
what would be a good bag?
if somebody could do 19, 20, but I think a good bag there is 17 or 18. Like a real good bag, 17 or 18. I don't think
22 it is.
yeah. Anything black or blue. Those fish are on
Yeah.
the bluegill hard. The other time I was there too, there's good lake trout fishing there.
Yeah.
It's closed now though. I think it closes September 15th, but Smasher Lake for ice fishing and stuff. Really, really deep. The middle of it's like 200 feet deep. Like if you guys are launching at the bridge.
I have no idea. I would imagine. I don't know.
So if you launch there and you head south,
We'll be launching hungover for sure.
Not me.
Yeah, I will be.
so if you get to the bridge and you head south, you'll go through like the Narrows, which are kind of deadly if it's windy because it's like rock walls, and the water in there is like 270 feet deep.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool.
What? So it gets turbulent? Is that what you're saying?
In the Narrows, it gets really, really bad trying to get through there.
That's going south.
Yes, I never fished on the north side. I heard it was really shallow, and I didn't want to fish it. Everybody wins in that Portland Bowl anyway.
I don't know.
That's where everybody fishes. The Portland Bowl is where the big smallmouth are. Do we have any questions or comments before we keep? going here?
Yeah, we got
fire
stuff
up.
rolling in. Yeah,
Let's hear.
yep. We got.
I got lots of welcome backs. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
Yeah, Chris Ferry, he wants to know what your favorite moment or highlight is of the 2019 season so far.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Probably hanging out with me.
Probably.
Probably.
Remember that time I didn't hook you this year?
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yet.
Not over yet. The best moment for sure was catching that largemouth at Tri-Lakes with like 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
yeah, that was
And
probably the highlight.
That ride home.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
That ride back.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Where I lost my $300 sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the second or third pair?
That was the second pair this
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We come close to.
You need those things.
When I pulled in off
Yeah, I got
Buckhorn
'em.
into Shamong, like that channel, there was like 100 boats there. I never even let her off the pen. I went through just everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're coming through. We're coming through.
I just gripped her, throttled down, closed my eyes, and we were in Shamong.
Yeah.
Very much.
You
Yeah.
just made it too.
We
One
come in
minute.
hot. We had 1
1
minute
minute.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 minute.
We come in hot.
Because my wife, she's the check-in girl.
Yeah.
And she don't put up
Well,
with
no,
tardiness.
Moose was there
Was it
that
Moose
day.
that
It was
day?
Moose
Yeah,
that
yeah,
day.
Was
yeah.
it Joan?
Yeah, no, it was Moose.
We had our eyes
Because I told
on the
Moose,
clock,
I asked him
though.
as soon as we
Oh,
pulled
you know
up
what?
because I was
Joan was
looking at
away.
my
She
watch.
was in Ireland.
I was looking at my
Yeah.
watch. I'm like, Moose, what time is it? He's like, you got 1 minute. I'm like, yep, I got the same.
We turned the corner and it was like we had 2 minutes, like in the 10K zone, and I couldn't give her any more gas, and we just made it there.
Ooh, I
Like
got
we
some great
had to tune in at 3:15, and it was like 3:14:48. It was
Yeah,
We
insane.
lost camera?
They can still hear us, so we'll
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
chatting. It turned right off. Dirty bugger.
What's that?
Woody just had his second stroke of the night.
Oh, wait, there
The camera turned
there
off.
goes everybody. Oh, there we are.
Hi.
Yeah, it's you and I, Sean.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
well,
you
new
guys are
stars of the show.
Hey,
There you go.
There we go.
Say
We're on
something.
What
So,
was
hey,
your-
you guys
We're
got any
looking
questions
at you
or
guys,
tips or tricks you want us to? you want my notepad?
what was your most memorable moment?
I've got a few. I got. You know what? I got a few.
I got a few
on the
too.
lake or off the lake. On the lake, I got two. Was probably Canal getting that fifth fish that
Yeah.
that I knew would have sealed it. I knew that it would be really tough to beat what we had that day. That was really cool. I like the MLF one I did on Honey Harbor.
Yeah.
That went right down to the last minute, which was cool between myself and Brian Curry. Beat you, Brian.
Another good moment for me was
And meeting Young Salem. That was pretty cool.
yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
Fishing the club tournament with Braden on Beaver Lake. And he wanted to win against his buddies so bad because his other two buddies his age, they're like 17 or 18, had already won tournaments in the past. And I got a 3.5 pounder under a dock, and on Beaver Lake, that's like a 7.
Yeah.
Right? And then right at the last minute of the tournament, well, I already had my rods put away and my trolling motor up. He hooked a giant fish on a frog and lost it. So all the way back, I was like, man, we better not lose this tournament. I was like, because we got a dink in there, and a 4 is like a 10. So he was pretty nervous, but we pulled off the win, and that was his first win. And he made
awesome.
He made his buddies buy him lunch on the way home and rubbed it into them pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was his first tournament ever won. Ever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he never won a tournament like that.
Nice.
So he was like over the moon excited. He was shaking. He was almost like, when he lost the boat, the fish, I thought we were going to have to like call his mom to come give him a pep talk because he's about to cry. Like, he was like, and I didn't like go easy on him because it's Scott Walton's nephew.
Yep.
I like stepped it up a gear on the guilt factor.
What was your most downer moment of the season?
Yesterday.
No, Lake Scugog.
No.
Lake Scugog was a bummer.
Man, I was not happy about Lake Scugog. I'm not happy of the shape Lake Scugog's in. And that used to be my favorite lake in the whole world to fish. 10 years ago, that would have been my most excited tournament to go to.
Me too. I
love that lake so much. Want to go flip docks. It is my like favorite kind of fishing. And now I never want to go again.
It's just cruel.
It just sucks now.
Yeah.
I really think they need to stock carp.
Yeah, they should put the carp back. The lake's
Just
really
let them
changed
go.
since they
Like
killed a lot of carp.
that lake used to have more carp in it than any lake in
Oh, yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah, then 200,000 of them washed up on shore.
Yeah, they did.
And I think that they were like taking care of the shorelines. The
Yeah.
shorelines are a mess. You can't even get to docks.
Yeah.
And those fish don't bite very well offshore on that lake because there's not a whole lot to flip. The other thing is it's getting really clear.
It is. I noticed that this year too. Well,
Yeah.
the last couple of years, really clear.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Yeah.
that weed, right?
Zebra.
the
mussels.
zebra mussels. Do we have any more questions?
I have lots of questions.
Oh, fire them away. Did we get that camera working or no? Oh, we're good? Oh, okay. Hi. Hi, everybody.
DB on YouTube
Yep.
says he's so sorry to even add this to tonight's show, but was forced to sell the boat, being a single dad. Any shore fishing tips?
Where's he from?
No, here's a shore fishing
Doesn't
tip.
say.
The fall on anywhere in the fall that has walleye, you can catch them from shore,
Oh, yeah.
right? Live target. We used to go. You take the live target crankbaits.
Yeah.
And we used to just go for fun, Amber and I, and we catch walleye.
And who beat you?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I am the
That's what
walleye
we did.
whaler.
Remember that?
The year
Remember
I brewed, blew up my engine.
Yeah,
we went
that's-
almost every night because I couldn't go on my boat.
There's some really good shore fishing up
There
in
is.
Fenland Falls if you go up by the
At the dam. When I went to college, we used to buy minnows and really simple, like a weight and a split shot and a hook, and you drop the minnow down.
But
and
take lots of weights and split shots.
Yep.
We used to throw jerk baits in the fall in Wellington. In
No
the
way.
West Lake. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really right by
That
the
was
liquor store there.
Yeah,
I love
know.
fishing
we used
West
to,
Lake.
Oh, man.
That's a good lake.
We used to hammer them. Big pike.
Yeah.
There's opportunity shore fishing. I think it's hard
And
to
walleye.
bass fish shore fishing because you kind of need to cover water,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's a different story.
But walleye will school right up. They'll come right into 3-4 feet,
in the
feet
evening.
a night.
In the evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Float fishing for them is one of my favorite things in the whole world to do.
We used to just throw jerk
Just
baits.
go anywhere.
And Butte off
Bewdley, Gore's
not
Landing.
Bewdley.
Go to the
Gore's
causeway.
Landing.
Go to the
Gore's Landing.
causeway. Don't worry about those signs. The cops come tell them Ian West says it's okay to fish here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy Blanco says, with the success of the OBN night, did you ever foresee fear fishing growing into the institution it has become?
The institution. Now you're making up words, Jeremy.
So maybe we should get into that. A Thursday night at East Hill Outdoors, Fear Fishing held OBN night. We raised money for the Ontario Bass Nation, for Team Ontario, and for the national contender.
Yep.
Show that.
Yeah, we ended up raising $8,466. There you go.
Wow.
We gave the money, but I kept the check. We're gonna hang that up in here.
Take it to the bank, man. Take it to the bank.
No, we signed it. It'll never cash.
Yeah, no, that night went extremely well. We had between 400 and 500 people there. That,
It is crazy.
Kevin said we put through the door. It was the amount of support that we had for that event was unbelievable. There's one person in particular that I don't think I've given enough thanks to, and that's Joan.
Yeah, Joan.
Mark's wife. She was
her every morning.
She was like my right hand man there. She took care of all the money, made sure it was all on point. She took care of the prize table.
That was
amazing.
It was chaos.
Yeah, it was.
You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
Okay, listen to this. We had $2,100 in expenses.
Yep.
Okay, we had about $1,000 in cash donations.
Yep.
Right, so you do all the math. We did $9,000 in ticket sales
Yeah.
in 2.5 hours.
Wow. Amazing.
Okay, and it wasn't just us that made money as well. Or made money for the donation. The high school and the junior barbecue raised $600 profit.
Nice.
For themselves. Plus they sold $500 for their own raffle tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the night in a whole, unbelievably huge success.
Huge. And it was fun, wasn't it? Once we got rolling, it wasn't fun like the last month, but that night,
It was nerve-wracking for me because my job was to bring the people to make videos and to share on social media to get the word out. And at 5 o'clock, it wasn't real busy, and I was getting nervous.
Wasn't.
It was like
They got off to a slow start.
Who wants to be the first guy to the party?
That's what I said too.
But I went and talked to the Rockstar dudes. I was hanging out in the truck, and I got myself a Rockstar, and I came out and it was packed.
It filled up. It was just steady, and even the store was packed. Like I think 5 o'clock, people got in there, and then they went maybe into the store and looked around the store, and then they filtered to the back.
But when we were doing like the thank you speeches and the raffle,
Looking out at the
I
crowd,
couldn't even see people putting their hands up.
It was like
just
SARS
miles
fest.
of people.
Yeah.
And the other,
miles and miles of people.
And then, man, we gave out so many prizes in such a quick period of time. Joan and Hannah were just like firing me the packages.
It was
card, raffle ticket, read it off.
Yeah, it went so smooth. Then the
prize, raffle went really smooth.
Yep.
You consider 60 prizes we gave out pretty well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think there was more.
There was over 60.
Yeah,
62. I think it was.
Yeah.
That's how many boxes there were.
Yeah. We rock and rolled that off. We had our time schedule so down.
It was good.
We actually had it to shut down at 9 o'clock, and by the time we finished up, it was 9:15. Which is pretty respectable.
You know who did?
Like that, right?
Eddie Palana did an amazing job emceeing.
He's a beauty.
That was one of our best moves ever.
Yeah, that was smart call.
Have you ever seen this one?
Yeah,
how's that for a best move ever?
I was really excited emceeing the cast off for the pickup truck.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Roy Nichols and the Peterborough Tackle Swap made that happen. Without those two,
yeah. Where's the sizzle reel that Woody made up? We should show that sizzle reel.
It was in that video.
Oh, it was
it wouldn't play
in the video that won't play.
Yeah,
we'll try to get that out at the break.
Sorry,
I got another shout out here. Speaking of that, because the Peterborough. Sorry, I got that wrong.
Peterborough Tackle Swap and Fishing Show. That one
is March 15th. Huge things to come. I got a text message. But the vendor info will be ready this week. It's going to be... I love that event.
Oh, it's a great day.
It is a super...
There's going to be a live podcast from that as well, I presume, right?
That's kind of like the OBN Night of tackle swaps, right? Everything is done in one day. It's done in it's a short day, too, when you think about it, right? It's only like an 8-hour day, right?
Yep.
And the amount of people that go through there and the amount of stuff that gets sold and the relationships that are built, it's a pretty wild thing.
Yep. It was super cool for Roy Nichols and Kerry Miller and the True Bass Edition Silverado to like step up and do this. But, But the Peterborough Tackle Swap and Fishing Show, they didn't have to
join in on that.
They didn't have to help.
No, they didn't. No.
And for anybody, both sides paid a good chunk of cash to make that event happen.
Yeah, that wasn't a cheap one.
No.
So we're talking about this Peterborough Tackle Swap. We should probably let people know that don't know that is originally the Bowmanville Tackle Swap. Yeah, it's just, and because of venue problems
we're moving to Peterborough.
She's going to Peterborough.
Think Peterborough's something special for the outdoor community. There's a lot of hunters and fishermen.
Oh, sure there is.
And you know where another hotbed is? Trenton, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
That Trenton, Belleville, Quinte area is a hotbed for hunters and fishermen.
There's nothing else to do.
And Peterborough's the same way. So that's really good. I'm excited for the show to go there.
I got another great question here.
Just let me finish the OBN.
Sure.
Yeah, we got a lot of talk
this is about the OBN.
Oh,
is
you
it?
can fire
Okay.
it. If you
Yeah,
got
fire
one,
ahead.
go.
Go ahead.
Since OBN Night was such a huge success, there will be lots of new anglers signing up for bass clubs. Can you guys share some bass club etiquette tips for
Yeah,
new
that came
co-anglers?
across. Is that from Mike Millar?
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. You didn't message me today for me to remember to ask that question tonight. So Mike wanted to know about being a co-angler and what is some of the etiquette. Like how many rods and reels do you bring? How much tackle do you bring?
This weekend, I think both my non-boaters overpacked. Personally, I think they brought too many rods.
Really?
How many rods did they bring?
10.
Yeah, well, I knocked her down to 7 the one day and then 5 the next day.
Yeah.
It was just
That's a lot
easier,
of rods. I don't have a big boat. Like, they got to deal with them. They're hanging off them, but I think they would have been more comfortable with less rods.
But your non-boater also stacked his rods on top of the tips of your rods and broke 2 of your rods.
My two favorite rods. That's why that was the worst experience was yesterday, because my two favorite rods were broken. It's not my non's fault.
They're going to take care of them.
It's not my non's fault.
Are they going to take care of them for you?
Daiwa?
Yeah.
I believe so. I talked to Kyle today. Yeah. So it's all good, but I just was upset. I didn't want to fish that day. It was a really important day without my favorite rods, and the rods I've been using all year that I'm used to. So what happens is I just grabbed another rod and put my bait on that rod, but I wasn't thinking, and I had 10-pound braid on that one instead of the 30 I usually do.
Yeah.
And apparently I have more than a 10-pound hook set.
Oh, nice.
So the first fish...
You got more than the 10-pound hook set?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You probably had a fray in your line.
Yeah, so back to co-angler etiquette.
Yeah.
How much should you pay your boater?
For what?
For gas buddy.
Well, I went as a non-boater for this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did you do?
I gave the guys, I think the discussed $40 was the rate. Yeah. Right, and I heard some guys say, "Well, we didn't really go anywhere," and I had to give the guy $40. You can't really look at where you go through that day and justify the gas you burn, because
you had to get there.
Yeah,
you had to pay the insurance.
boaters. Yeah, exactly. The boater's got to bring the boat there. He's got to pay for that boat. He's got to pay the insurance, the wear and tear in his boat. You know what I mean? So you can't just look at.
Sorry, Sean, but when you're sitting at home in the winter thinking about your great season that you just had as a non-boater, remember that boater is still making a boat payment
and insurance
that week.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't complain about your $40.
Day one, I ran from Golden Beach to Hastings. I went up the river. I ran back to Hastings, and I ran back up the river. And I got back in my day one co-angler Joe was like, he was like, "How much do I owe you for gas?" And I said, $40 is fine. And he's like, no, we did a lot more running around there. And I said, no, 40 is the agreeable right here. And I said, I'm the one who chose to drive all over the lake, not you. So, that's the other thing. Just because if you're the boater and you're going to throw $200 in oil through your boat, don't think that the passengers should have to pay him. I don't think the passenger, it was my decision to run over the goddamn lake looking for fish.
Yeah.
Not the co-anglers. It wasn't voted upon.
Well, I burnt about maybe $40 or $50 all weekend.
I did one.
So I $20 from my boater the first day. I just said, just give me 20. I didn't want us anything, honestly, because we did not run far at all. So I said, no, don't worry about it. And you say, no, take it. So I took $20.
I did $152 day one.
But my second day boater says, look, I had to help my other buddy out with gas. Do you mind if I e-transfer you? At the end of the day, I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it, buddy.
Then
I've always wanted to fish with him anyway. So
that's good.
Day two, Tim, who works for Hummingbird, the Johnston company. One of the nicest guys I've ever met. I had a good time with Joe. Joe actually is writing an article for Ontario Out of Doors. He's an older gentleman. He's going to be close to 70. Second year in clubs, first qualifier. He's writing an article about how you're never too old to do this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he was taking some pictures, and we had a good chat, and we were talking about that. He brought 2 rods and like an old plastic tackle box, like a double-sided open.
Really? That's cool.
So like a real
Very
old school.
cool.
Super nice guy. So day 2, I had Tim, and a great dude. I had Joe was a little quiet, but Tim, we had great conversations about. You wouldn't believe the maybe this is quite possibly one of my top 10 highlights. Tim spent so much time. Like, I asked a billion questions about, the old tournaments. He worked at Hummingbird for 33 years.
Yeah.
And before that, his dad was the president of the company.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, so he's been, his whole life, he's been in the fishing world.
Sure, yes. Yeah,
so he got his job, and this is an interesting thing, and I could be wrong. We were talking about Mitchell 30. His dad was the president of Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell, Canada. So we were talking, my dad, when I was growing up, had a Mitchell 301.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first fishing reel I ever remember. And I remember this because it had bail springs, and my dad had to keep about a dozen of them in the tackle box because the bail springs would break all the time in them. So we were talking. So Tim actually got a job when he was in high school because he could fix fishing reels. I guess there was a malfunction with an old Mitchell reel, and they were sent. A mooching reel, and one of the gears was gone, and Tim replaced them in the summer, every single one of them, because he knew his way around the reel. It was a summer job. So he started right out of high school at Johnston, who is Hummingbird.
Nice.
Right? And
so and Tim's wife
runs on Team Ontario.
Wife, I don't know if they're married or boyfriend.
Yeah, they're married.
They're married. Sylvia is the team mom for Team Ontario.
He's a great dude.
Yeah,
I spent basically, other than running time, and I put a ton of gas through the boat. I went from Hastings to the river in Hastings, but I didn't go back to the river. And other than running time, I asked that man a million questions about the fishing industry, how it's changed, he knew a ton about Hummingbird, and I'm a Garmin man. So we were talking about the differences and the similarities and how far electronics have come. Like we talked about TV show hosts over the years and all the stuff he's done through fishing, and absolutely cool. Great guy. I had, you know what, we had tough fishing, but both days I had an incredible time with my co-anglers.
Yeah, I had two really good guys. One I already knew, Anthony. He was on the team with me when I made the team. And Peter, which is like a
Peter Dixon
friend of yours.
So when I was a little kid, I met Peter Dixon down the river when I was 13 or 14. I've known him so long that he was in high school. He was co-op at Cabela's. Mm-hmm. Not Cabela's. What was that?
The one that closed down.
Oh, my God. Yep. LeBaron's. And they gave him a discount because he co-op there, and that's how I bought my first floater suit.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I love that guy's enthusiasm.
It was so long ago that my old man wrote Pete a check.
Yeah.
Who writes a check? And no, you can't write.
No, he was a super guy. You could see talking to him for
look at the big
in
check
the future for sure.
Right over there, yeah. One right there.
So we spent my whole teenage years fishing steelhead with Pete. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a long time until like a year ago. I saw him at the fishing show.
He's pumped. He's like,
etiquette. Even in our most of our club tournaments, when I'm fishing like a regular club tournament, our entry fees at the Quinte Bassmasters are $35.
Yeah.
The co-angler just pays that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do that at Hogtown too. Yeah. The co-angler pays. You just show up with gas.
Don't bring a million rods. Like in my Stratus, the co-angler really do 7 or 8 rods comfortably.
7 or 8 would have been
10's a lot of rods. I bring 10 rods.
On my side console.
When I'm with them, 10's a lot of rods.
Yeah, but when we fish together, like you can put rods at the front and on the side.
And that's but I very, very rarely put rods up at the front with you. I let you have both the sides, and then I keep mine back. I like my rods back.
They were back.
It's okay because he's only got the single console. It's a lot easier to manage 2 rows of rods on the one side of the boat, right? You got the rods at the front, then mine are right at the back, and the Stratus is a nice boat to fish out of with 2 guys in a single console. Really, really fishable.
Yeah. Just don't. I leave one compartment open at the back for my co-anglers.
So do I. But all the stuff they bring never fits.
No.
No. This guy included.
No, mine. I got paired up. I got paired up with Steve Shaw on day 2, and this guy was a beauty. We talked all day long. It turns out that he went to the same public school I went to. He was 4 years older than me, but his younger brother was in my grade, right? And he remembered me from growing up because it's a small town and stuff.
Brother.
Yeah. We
they feared you.
We all grew up in Bob Cajun and Fenelon Falls, and it wasn't that big of a town. But he's went on and he's got into the construction industry. He's an engineer and stuff, right? So we talked nonstop. I roll into his boat. He's like, your rods can go right in there. He's like, I got this compartment here. perfect compartment. I took my tackle bag, fit my tackle bag right in there, perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. Close the lid. He's like, all right, let's roll. I dumped him in, and we were gone, man. We had a great day. We didn't catch any fish. Well, he caught a fish and dumped it, but it was a good day. We had a good day. We struggled, but whatever.
Oh, well.
I made a buddy.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Right?
I feel like if I had non-chatty, upset co-anglers, I wouldn't have had such a great weekend.
Mm-hmm. Well, my co-angler on day one...
You're the co-angler.
Or, sorry, my boater on day one, Tom Sayer, he blanked. And we had a tough day. It was crazy wind, rain all day. And
all weekend.
And that guy stayed positive all day long.
Nice.
You know, and that's a big thing for me, too. I can't fish with guys that are negative or get all frustrated in the boat. Or, like, you're great to fish with. You're always upbeat and positive. And that it just makes for a better day.
I've just come to grips with sucking.
Right? But my boater from day one ended up getting the award for best improved.
Nice.
Because day two he brought in almost a 13-pound sack.
No way.
Wow. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we got any more questions? We got to have questions.
Well, there's a couple people before we get off this.
Comments or whatever.
I want to talk about.
I got one now too.
Okay, go.
I want to say a special thanks to Brian Gardy and Dave Barstow for coming out.
Yes.
To the event and man in the store while we were out, man in the parking lot. That was huge for us.
Yeah. I think they did very well.
Yep. The winners of our flipping and pitching contest.
Yep.
The Fins and Skins flipping and pitching contest. We had third place. We had Mark Kavanaugh's son, Jacob Kavanaugh.
Him and I won a tournament this summer too.
Yep, Jacob Kavanaugh took third place.
Boy.
And we got Brandon Nags coming in at second.
Yeah.
Or no, wait.
Nags was second.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Warren won.
And then we got Warren
McCrae
won.
Came
in. They all got hardware. We made sure there was hardware for them, medallions with the hashtag OBN Night.
Nice.
So they'll never forget it. Matty JJ
and some damn good prizes too. I believe.
They were pretty sweet prizes. He still did their part and really put up a sweet prize for first, second, and third. And
Matty
JJ.
He picked envelope 38.
Yeah.
And the winner was 97.
The winner was not lot 97. That's right.
I would have never picked 97.
No.
Would you rather than just be out of order, just in a big pile, and then just pick one?
I would have just tossed the whole thing up in the air.
But Matty was he was calm and collective.
Yeah.
I even was trying to make him a little nervous, and he would have no part of me. He was just like,
"Give me
Are
my
you
truck."
Nervous? No.
No, he was cold.
Yeah, he was cold. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
I was pumped.
And that's Jeff Tripp's partner.
Yep.
And Jeff Tripp is a champ too.
Oh, he's a beauty.
Yeah, he wasn't even in the tournament.
Yeah,
and then he got a phone call. They needed another boater emergency, and instead of working, which he was supposed to do,
that was a great moment when he hit that to win the chance of the truck. When he hit the tube, he told me that he flipped, closed his eyes, and he never heard anything because it went right in.
No, it did. Yeah.
The thing he heard was me yelling to the microphone. And then he opened his eyes and he was there.
Oh, you were right there when it all happened?
Yeah, as I'm seeing it.
Oh, right on. That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about when he originally got into the...
No.
You're talking about the finals.
The final.
Yeah, I missed the finals. I was doing other...
What's Tom's name from...
Tom Choppin.
So he was real close.
He was really, really close.
He's a good dude.
He is a great guy.
Mr. Bird, he was next. And who was third in line there? I can't remember.
It was Angus McCain.
Yeah. So Mr. Bird and Angus seemed nervous.
McCain.
They seemed nervous. I could tell, like when they were tense, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're sticking guys in front of 300 or 4 or 500 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tom,
show us your skills.
Tom picked a wrong rod from the beginning.
He
picked just a weight, and you couldn't see where you were flipping.
I got to talk to Tom a lot this weekend. We were in the same area.
Super nice guy.
We are chatting.
Wasn't really chatty in line.
Yeah. He was on the
Caston. Yeah, he's a super good dude.
Yeah.
They're all great guys. And then, so everybody, Matt backlashed really bad, his cast prior. So I went through everyone, and we had to wait.
Yes.
Well, he picked the backlash out, and I was giving him a hard time for it. And then the next one, swoosh.
Straight in.
Nice.
Yeah.
It couldn't be any prettier.
Nice.
And then,
nothing went wrong that night. Like, nothing got stolen.
Nope.
Nobody got hurt.
Nope.
Everything went off without a hitch. Right? We were really blessed.
Made a ton of cash.
Yeah. There was a lot of money flowing through there real quick. We
should talk about Troy and his trip.
What?
Sorry, all
Jay-
the way from
Jay
Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, Jay Troyer drove all the way from Pennsylvania to come to East Hill on night.
Yeah,
Sorry,
can you believe that?
It's getting updated.
All the way from Pittsburgh just for that night. So he drove here, 6 hours, 6.5 hours?
Yep.
Did the night, and then drove back home.
Yeah, because his son had a hockey game or something. He had to be home.
His kids hockey.
Yeah. He told me he had an amazing night. He couldn't believe how much fun he had, and it was well worth the drive. Everybody was so friendly, he said.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing,
He did
right?
all the flipping stuff. I wish I would have had more of a time to chat with him. I really like Jay. We've done some days on the water with them when they come up to Rice Lake. But I can't believe how many people asked me to take pictures and wanted to talk. Like I would walk like 2 steps and somebody would want to talk, and then 2 more steps and somebody would want to talk. And so I wish I would have had more time to stop and like Jay drove a long way.
Oh yeah.
I got to talk.
That was my problem too.
He won some prizes too, eh?
Yeah, he was
Do you think
doing
he's
it.
going to get stopped at the border saying, where's the receipt for this rod, sir? You've only been gone out of the border for 3 hours, 4 hours? I guess with driving probably 10.
I don't, and
12.
so he told me he wanted to buy a couple. He's a Daiwa man now. He wanted to buy 3 or 4 new Daiwa reels, and he's like, I don't know how I'm going to tell my wife when I get home. And I was like, just tell her you won them, man.
Yeah.
And you can buy 3 for the price of one in U.S. anyway.
It's 25% off.
Yeah, Canadian,
Yeah.
buddy. That's you got $50. There you
Load her
go.
up.
Stock the boat.
Yeah, I'm surprised more Americans didn't show up.
It's a great time though. That was I've been asked 100 times. I even talked to the big Kev at the East Hill Outdoors today. He wanted to know if we want to do another one next year.
Yeah, a lot of that, we've been getting that question a lot. Actually, a lot of guys want to know if it's going to be an annual thing. We're not sure yet. We don't know what's going on. Like next year's qualifier could be in North Bay.
Yeah.
And then it's
an
not gonna
event
happen,
up there logistically would be extremely, extremely hard.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah,
we wouldn't know how
tough.
to do it up there.
But maybe we could do maybe we're gonna do are we gonna do the Christmas jam again?
We should.
That'd be fun.
Oh, wipe that off.
You got your December or November schedule yet there, Brian?
Yeah, where do you play? Do you think we can do that Christmas jam again at McThirsty's?
McThirsty's?
Finn McCoolsey means.
Yeah, that place.
They got the best calamari there. I don't know if anybody's ever gone there and got the calamari, but
It's delicious.
is
I wonder if we can pull
insane.
that off again. November?
All right, I'm looking at November. You're thinking?
Yeah, or early December.
I would do November.
I'm not
No.
a fan.
He's a musician. Doesn't look that far
I
forward.
think we did like the first Saturday in December last year.
Yeah,
I think that's
It
when
was something like that. It was cold.
I got locked
Yeah, it was
in,
cool.
Port Hope, Peterborough, Coburg in November. Nothing at Finn.
In Coburg I wonder if people would come
Coburg's
to
a
Coburg. Let
long
us
way.
know if you can come to Coburg.
Yeah.
Is that at Arthur's?
Yeah,
That's a good pub.
spot.
That would be a good spot for
Yeah.
that night. Maybe we could change places up. But you know what? Maybe
It's far, but it's in a hotel.
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good point.
Super jam.
hotel.
And it's got a pool.
Yeah, it's got a
Very
pool.
nice
Hotel
hotel.
party.
Let's go swimming.
I was talking to Kevin, and Kevin.
We'll just call it the all-nighter.
I said that I didn't know where the OBN was going to be held last year, and it would make sense for us, our group, to run OBN night if it was 5 hours away.
No.
I would really hope that somebody else would decide to do it.
Yes.
Well, this is the problem with that. That there's with the executive committee. I got a chance both nights to sit down with those guys and talk business and spend a lot of time with them and with all we've done, and it's so much work and it's a thankless job that they do.
Sure it is.
Like-
And they don't even get to fish the qualifier.
Like I'm talking,
No.
I'd pop in. It'd be 11 o'clock on the Saturday night, and they're sitting there and they're having meetings. Like they're talking with
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other, and it's business. It's all business, and so. To even do their job is hard, and to get a fundraising committee together, you'd have to have some pretty special people step up and
Yeah.
and
There's
try
a
to
bunch
take
of
that down. 'cause
special people in here.
Whoa, but we're not going to North Bay or Thunder Bay.
If it
or
comes,
Gatineau.
I'll tell you what, if it comes back to our backyard,
We would do it. But I was talking to Kevin today, and I was like, I wonder if we could find another charity in the fishing world that we could raise some money for. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a children's group. Maybe
the
there's
Sean McCall.
Yeah.
Fishing.
Yeah, and the Mark
Need to fix my boat fund.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, though? Maybe there's
Mark needs an upgrade fund.
A kids fishing group. There's always the OBN youth is run out of Peterborough with Curtis Conroy.
Yeah.
There doesn't mean we can't run another great night and raise some money for another
I'm
group.
sure we'll have opportunity to do something else.
Do
special
something.
for
For somebody or something. I don't think this is going to be the last event we ever run.
No.
There might be some fishing webcasts out there that might need chairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If anybody wants to bring back, show up here with about 7 nice, comfy chairs for this podcast.
Yeah.
Show us your chair there, Sean.
Yeah, let's see your chair.
It's out in the other room.
There's two.
Oh, you took it?
There's 2 left in that set.
Sean comes
So
in today.
since we broke all the chairs almost, we might as well cut a hole for that microphone
Might
thing,
as well.
right? It's already.
Woody, you can
Scratch.
have the table. Cut the hole.
So yeah, I think we're going to do more things like that. I had a really good, enjoyable night. It was a lot of hard work, but you know what? It'd be easier to do the second one. I think there was some hesitation that can somebody really pull this off?
Not from us.
Not from us, but it, like we really pulled this off. We
were like, how can we really pull this
But
off?
we didn't mess around.
I've had more offers of, if you ever do this again, call me. I will give you this.
Oh man,
Lots of
nonstop.
those. Yeah.
Nonstop. You have no idea the people that want it on the next one.
The second one would be way bigger because I think people realized how good the first one went off, and that we could do bigger and more things.
Yeah, the next one, there'd be a lot of changes to the next one. I think there'd be a lot of things that we'd have to do different. Maybe make it a little bit longer and make some more giveaways through the night. And it could happen.
A weekend
and the
would
next
be
one
better
would
too.
be huge.
A weekend, a Thursday night crowd's hard to pull.
Yeah. Big time.
People got to work.
Yeah, but look at the reason why we did that Thursday night.
That's right.
The Friday night was the meeting.
Yeah, meeting.
We were at the closest sports shop with a good venue that we could get to
absolutely
to the tournament, right? And it was perfect because we got to bring in the general public.
That's right.
Right? We didn't want to stress out just the anglers' pockets.
We could really rock it out though.
We stopped the highway.
I think we could have got double the crowd if it was a weekend, like a Saturday night.
We did.
Hey, we jammed the 115.
I think the next we did. The next time we do this, we're gonna bring Billy Wright. Maybe we'll hang something else or my truck again from the ceiling. But I think we need a Ferris wheel next time.
Yeah, Woody wants to put a stage in with live bands.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good.
Maybe we could do like an all-day one.
Fear Fest?
Fun fair?
Fear Fest.
We'll have to get a liquor license for that and set it up the day before.
Hey, Kevin said you could have had a little tailgate party back there if they wanted to walk around with a beer,
we didn't want to.
We wouldn't want that.
Yeah, we got. Is there more questions and stuff?
Yeah.
Why don't we run a break?
Okay.
For 2 minutes. We can play. You guys can watch the vlog from OBN Night, and we'll be right back. Boom. Kicking it old school. I guess I should sit here and make sure that plays.
Push play.
November 26, 2019. Tonight is the big night. It is OBN night, and it's pouring rain. Lisa's here. I'm going to introduce her in a second. You guys all know Lisa, Marley's girlfriend. Lisa, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
You're going to be a huge help. Amber's in Jamaica. Lisa volunteered huge to come and help the party. I don't know what I'd do without you, but we're late. Don't tell Sean McCall. He's going to be mad. But we got the boat on tow, we got to get gas, and we got to get to General Motors' place after we drop my boat off at East Hill Outdoors. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do this. We made it to the General Motors building, the home of the Oshawa General. It is a little cold up, a little rainy, but things are going not so bad. The boys have got her all loaded up. Morning, Mark.
How you doing, guys?
You got 100 chairs in your trailer?
When I sell this, I can put that in the ad. We'll hold
100 chairs. That's work. Are you excited about today?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a good day, eh? We had extra help. I can't tell you guys how many people came and helped. Dude.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, LaFleur?
Good.
Why are you wearing a hat today?
Look at this.
You cut your hair?
No, look at the hat.
Nice. But you cut your hair. You don't have the locks. Oh my God, Mikey, thanks for coming to help.
Yeah, no problem.
I got to find out what we're doing since Lisa and I were late. It's gonna be a great day, kids. I'm excited. Sean, where do Lisa and I have to go?
You guys got to go to United Rentals. The good people there have supplied us with a couple of light stands to light the parking lot
tonight, so everybody will be able to see.
Yeah, so you got to go pick one up, and then the guy there is going to follow you with the other one
and help us set them all up. I'm guessing. Okay, let's do this. Lisa, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right.
You're my Robin to my Batman. 10 a.m. Our light fixtures weren't ready. That was a bit of a bummer, eh?
Bummer.
We're meeting the boys at the restaurant to break the news that they're not going to be ready for 2 o'clock. Sean is going to have to adjust his list.
Uh-oh.
We're heading in to have breakfast. You pumped for breakfast?
I'm pretty excited for breakfast.
I'm pretty excited for breakfast too. Sean, our light fixtures aren't ready till 2 p.m. How does this fit into your schedule?
Not good.
Not good?
Not good.
Can you make it work?
Yes.
We're killing some breakfast. Joan, thanks for coming. Miles, baby, thanks for coming, dude. We got amazing support to help out throughout the day. But before we do anything, we need to jam some food. Lisa, Marley's missing out, eh?
I know, poor guy.
And poor Amber in Jamaica.
Well, poor Amber in Jamaica.
The thing we weren't hoping for, Quentin. That's a little thunder, buddy.
Yeah, dude. It's a little scary.
It's a little scary. So we needed to pass to the north. The rumor has it, walk and talk. Let's walk and talk, Quentin. Let's walk and talk. Rumor has it that it's supposed to move to the north. It's supposed to, as soon as we get past this thunderstorm, buddy.
Yeah.
Blue skies the rest of the day. Sunshine, all up. Woody, what's up, man? Attaboy. Woody's got to go to Oshawa. You go to Oshawa. We're bundled down, hoping the rain doesn't come. Right now, it's about 1:30. I got to leave at 2 to pick Emma and Isaac up. Girls, say hi.
Hi.
You got everything out of the rain, so it's going good. You guys want to make a wager? Is it going to rain tonight?
It's going to rain right now.
It's going to rain right now, but not after 4.
It's going to stop before 4 o'clock.
It's going to stop for 4 o'clock.
Yep.
That's the guess right now. That's the bet. We were really hoping that the storm was going to let off, but it just came down cats and dogs. Almost 1:45 now. The parking lot was dry, and now you can see there's a flood. So it's supposed to be nice the rest of the day now, right?
We're being tested.
We're being tested. Patience is being tested. So the plan is now everything's going to start showing up. We got everything inside out of the rain for OBN Night, all the donations, all the rods, all the reels. I have to run to Coburg to pick up Emma and Isaac, and in about 10 minutes, Rockstar RV, the 401 Highway Rescue, heavy rescue guys are on their way. It's gonna get crazy in here. 3 hours till it all starts. From picking up the kids. What's up, guys?
Nothing.
Thanks for coming to help us tonight. We got a little wind, a little rain.
Yeah.
Since I've been back, we have the Rockstar RV. Did you guys check that out?
No, but that's really good.
That's really good. I got the hookup. I went in there and grabbed some Rockstar beforehand. Okay, you guys asked Mr. McCall what to do. We got everything going. Everything is looking good. We're about just under 2 hours away from showtime. Pitching lanes are in. CSFL live release boat is here. Dakota, what's up? Dakota is hard at work. Everybody has put in a heck of a day, especially Dakota because she had to put up with all of us. Our friends from B&G Towing, they're just about to lift the FearFishing truck. I'm a little nervous, so I'm going to go inside, but the boys are going to lift that. If we can just get the rain and wind to hold off for the next 4 or 5 hours, we are sitting pretty. I will also, can't promise you that we're bringing you everything, but I will get our friend Josh and Woody are going to try to bring as much of the night as possible to you. I'm excited. We'll check in before showtime. We made it. Mendez, good work on the B footage.
Sir?
My truck is really up there.
It's really up there.
It is really up there. Sean, it's 5 o'clock. How'd we do? A rating, B? Jordan, what's up, homie? You want to be on? How are you, dude?
Good, you?
Hey, thanks for hooking us up with a great prize pack.
Man, no problem.
Somebody's going to the Generals game into your restaurant for dinner.
Yeah, I hope they enjoy.
Hey. Is that Jordan Norton? Yeah, what are you looking for?
Buddy.
He's the man, eh? Man hug.
No problem.
Man hug.
Really appreciate what you guys did.
No problem.
Jordan, how was fishing this summer?
Great. It's good? No, I didn't
No.
get out much.
Story of everybody's life. All right, we're going to go check it out here. We're going to go see, before I do a little mingling, the doors are officially open here. Rockstar, OTSFF. Tony, what's up, brother?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Hey, looking good.
Can you see me now?
Hey. This is Mark Hunter's dad. How's it going, sir?
It's going excellent. Great event.
That is awesome. Thanks for coming and helping out.
No problem.
You're the man. We got the OBN Youth Charity Barbecue, but what everybody's been waiting for. My truck's really up there. Like really up there. It's not funny. It's not funny, Mr. Hunter. My truck is way up in the air. I'm gonna go mingle with everyone. We're gonna let this gentleman through in his car. He made it.
He made it.
Hey, Mr. Hunter, everybody's going to have a great time tonight, right?
They are.
Let's do this. Mendez and Woody are going to get some beef footage for us. It's going to be a good night. I can feel it. It's going to be good. The night is plugging along. We've had an absolute blast. I hope Woody and Josh got some amazing beef footage. We are back to the FearFishing experiment.
How can people watch the rest of that?
Go to YouTube, search FearFishing, look at OBN Night. I think it's called.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
They hung my
that'd
truck 60 feet in the air.
It's probably more than that. It's kind of scary up there.
I'm sad I missed it.
People coming up to me and they're like, I can't believe your truck's
that.
up there. And I'm like, oh, I was like, that's no big deal. It's the person who comes up to me and says it's on the ground that's going to worry me. Shout out to Billy Wright for making that happen.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was
he did a
unbelievable.
ton that night too.
You know,
They did their
those
own
guys
giveaway.
raised a lot of cash too. They did their own little ticket sales at their table, and they allowed people, because there was a lot of people that couldn't buy tickets because they couldn't stay that long.
Yep.
But they went over and they supported the youth with their ticket sales, and then they went over and seen Billy and supported him with his ticket sales. And he come up at the end of the night and here's a big whack of cash for the guys.
No way.
Oh yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. They did really well for us. And I was just watching that vlog there, and a funny story. We were setting up the parking lot. We had the front all blocked off. We weren't allowing anybody in, and all of a sudden, here comes this car.
Yep.
And it pulls right in to the handicap spot, right beside the door.
Yep.
In the back corner.
At like
where
5
everybody-
o'clock, right?
No, it was before 5. It was
a little
closer
bit.
to 3:30, right?
No, I thought it was later than that.
No. But so I go up to the guy and I'm like, "How you doing today, sir?" He's like, "Good." I'm like, "Could I ask you to maybe move to the handicap parking in the front of the building?" I said, "We have the parking lot closed here for a special event today." And he looked at me and he said, "I got a parking pass that says I'm allowed to be here, and I'm going to go shoot in that range right there, and this is the closest door to that range." I looked at that guy and I said, "Can I help you carry anything in, sir?" He was like, "Yes, you can." He opened her all up and we got them all set up and through that door, and I was like, "No problem, we can work with this."
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Got
You
him
know
out
what?
safely.
He's in his. He was a very elderly gentleman. He had a walk. Like
He was in his mid-70s all day long.
Yes, and he had like a walker, and he busted his gun out of his trunk and put it right in the walker.
Yeah. And then he pushed her in there. I figure, you know what? Any person at that age is still going to try to get out and enjoy the outdoors or enjoy a sport like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
You gotta try to help them. Yep. No worries. We can work with you.
Yeah, you want to rapid fire some questions?
Yeah. Poppy Monroe in the Wild on YouTube says, "Great job at OBN Night. You are a bunch of beauties. Where did the FearFishing name come from?"
So, in 2008, the first time we ever filmed fishing videos, it was called Horniak and West Outdoors, which just didn't sit well with me. So we needed to come up with a name. Like The Real Fishing Show or Facts of Fishing or something, catchy. Mark Zona's World's Greatest Fishing Show. So we spent a couple days trying to grind out a name, and there was nothing fit. So Marley came over with a big bottle of whiskey, and I got a couple 2-liter bottles of Pepsi and some ice. We sat down, and we never talked till we got about halfway through. And then we started spitballing ideas and got a notepad out. And I woke up in the morning, I could hardly open my eyes, and I looked at the piece of paper, and the words fishing and fear were written down. So I said, fish and fear is not going to work. And Marley said, well, I think we should go with fear fishing. And that's how it happened.
Awesome. Over a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Was it in a figure skate?
No.
With a toe pick?
Shut your mouth.
That was probably around year 5 that I lived by myself. So it was probably whatever mug the gas station was giving out, we were probably using to drink out of. The China wasn't up to date. I spent a whole year once, and I only used red Solo cups.
How about how Mark rolled into the event?
Mark who?
The surgery.
Mark Albeck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Gets a new hip.
Yeah.
And then
Shows
made her
up in his
that night.
wheelchair.
No, same day.
They rebuilt his bottom end.
Yep.
Oil change.
Gets out of surgery. No, don't give me the room. Put me in the wheelchair. I'm going to
Checks
hashtag
himself
OBN
out
Night.
so he could go to OBN Night. And then he rolls.
Yeah.
Boy, Mark.
He's awesome.
Good on you, buddy.
And then he won some stuff, and he bid on some stuff. Yep.
And they took him back to the clink.
Yeah. He's a beauty. I couldn't believe he made it, man. When I seen him,
crazy.
I was right at the front when he got there, and I didn't make him go through the store. I lifted up the barrier. I'm like, I got a special way in for you, buddy. Let's go.
His mom brought him. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, she's
got his
super
mom
nice.
to
Yeah.
pick him up.
She must be a nice. No, you're staying in the hospital to heal. No, Mom, I'm going to this fishing thing. Okay, let's go.
And the
Cool,
coolest
Mom.
thing is Under Armour gave us 30 T-shirts to give away to the first 30 people who bought 2 rows of tickets.
Yeah.
I've seen Mark's mom wearing an Under Armour shirt.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, she is a nice lady.
My
Keep
mom
firing.
was working the
I love
ticket
your
sales, and
parents.
she said, "Oh my
Your mom
gosh,
did
they
that.
were so busy. They was by the total. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, we had so many good people show up. Salem and Jeremy Blanclough
Yep.
Yeah,
showed up.
That was a long drive.
Your
Yeah.
mom gave me a big kiss.
did she?
Yeah.
You should have seen.
She gave me a
this
hug.
guy.
She gave me a hug and kiss.
Me and my dad had to break them up.
I whispered in her ear. I said, I can't wait to tell Mark that his mom kissed me.
I kiss Mark's mom every time I see her.
Yeah.
You know, it was an extremely stressful day for me. I wanted everything to go perfect, and we had a lot of things we had to overcome, which we managed to do, and then the show went off.
You know what the thing I like is that you and I can fight, and we get over it pretty quick.
Well,
You
that's
were
it.
marking orders, and I was on the phone, and I gave
You were talking to Craig.
Yeah, I gave the old hold on a second, yelled at Sean across the parking lot, some obscenities.
Yeah.
He yelled back, and then like 20 minutes later, when I had to go pick the kids up, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry I yelled at you. And Sean was like,
That's
"It's
what
fine."
brothers do.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how they do it, right?
Yeah. You just like get it out in the open. But Craig was like, I was on the phone with Craig, and I'm like, hold on a second. Listen here, you as in beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. Yeah, and then it goes. I like that, though. I like to like just get it out. Nobody takes offense. Everybody's like, takes a reality check of whoever's, and then you're like, all right. Everybody's like, okay, we got to just breathe.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, and
moment
tensions
sometimes, too.
were running kind of high too, because when we had that storm come in, I don't know if people understand at home.
That was the storm of the century right there.
It came in and it was raining sideways. The hail was insane.
It
like there was
rained.
2 inches of water in the parking lot.
It rained. It got clear. It's in the vlog too, where I talked to Quentin, and Quentin told me the thunder was scary. And then it went like it was raining a little bit, blue skies, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the storm of the century blew. And it was
I
hailing.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was.
Like
We had
all
the
the
stuff was out.
Yeah, it was out, and all the bins that everybody put tickets in, the girls and Quentin had to like hand dry that all.
Yeah.
Like it was. Can you imagine if
that
they
wind
were
kicked
wet?
up to 80K.
You imagine if they put all those tickets in there trying to read the numbers when they were wet?
Oh.
That was
been
nuts.
a
We had
nightmare.
everything outside, like underneath the shelter, like 30 feet back from the fascia board. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like back, and
I
it was
need
still
glasses.
getting soaked. We had to move it inside.
Yeah, as soon as the rain started to come in like that, I'm like, nope, this ain't working. Open the doors. Let's go.
I realized when I was doing the raffling, and I had knee glasses, I could hardly read the tickets. Andy and I are like, yeah,
When I met
you know what's
you
bad?
Had glasses.
What?
When I met you, you had glasses.
I know.
Tying a knot for me is a struggle, dude. It really,
really?
is. I gotta take my glasses off, and you got two pairs on. You got sunglasses.
Well, I'm there,
hard,
and
man.
I'm trying to read tickets, right? And I'm like, Andy, what does that say? And Andy goes like this, and I thought to myself, it's really come to this, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, Andy's doing this, and I'm like, I'm trying to read up close. Yeah. I'm like, really? Andy and I are there, eh?
That's awesome. Hey, Jordan Norton's been watching. I want to give him a big shout out.
Huge shout out.
Those guys did a lot for us. Man.
Yeah.
They supplied all the tables and chairs. And whatever you need, guys. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Like, and that was huge.
I won the General's prize pack.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I put so I bought $80 worth of tickets. I put 20 in the General's pack where I could go out to dinner at Jordan's restaurant.
Yeah.
For Amber and I could go. And then I found out after I put all that cash in, he's like, bro, you can come for dinner and Jen's tickets. He's like, how many Jen's tickets do you need? I was like, so then I won that. So I'm going to the Generals like every week now because Jordan offered that.
I'm coming
And
with
for dinner.
you.
Yeah.
we go quite often.
It is a good time. Amber and I are going to go. But I took the other $60 and I put the Izumi pack.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that was probably the pack of the night.
Everybody wanted that. It had Bob Izumi's actual personal fishing rod that he pulled out and signed. He's like, here, I'm going to give you something special. He's
And
like,
for
this
your
is
wife,
game used.
What did it have? It even had something for the
It
wife.
had the Izumi wine. Yeah. They brewed their own
Some
The
wine.
white
print
wine.
was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, and a
print?
nice print.
So one of the
Beautiful.
cool things,
Great price.
personal cool things, I got to go to the Izumi offices last week to pick up the prize pack, and that hit like a life goal thing where I was like, we need a FearFishing office. Where you can go and pull in. So I messaged Bob on the way up, and I was like, and I thanked him very much and everything, and he said he would love to come, but the smallie fishing was too good. And, so I go in, and Bob's secretary is the nicest lady in the whole world. She had it all ready for me. We're loading it in the car, and I look in the window, and there's Mr. Wayne Izumi working away in his office.
And Bob's fishing.
And he gave me the wave. I got in the car and I texted Bob and I was like, life goals. I'd literally like to have an office and a brother there working while I'm fishing.
We talked to Bob the next day for probably an hour.
Yeah,
right?
we talked to him for about an hour.
No,
yeah.
we're taking the
Talking to
stanchions back.
Mr. Izumi on the phone is one of the greatest pleasures you'll ever have as an
Oh,
angler.
it's great.
Yeah, you can really learn a lot by talking to that guy.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing he hasn't experienced or done.
So before we had, I've got to have 2 or 3 really long conversations with Bob on the telephone. The one I had this year just before the spring fishing show when Bob was on the podcast, I heard the microwave start and go off at least 6 times during the conversation because he likes to talk so much. The food you'd hear like bing, and then you'd hear fire up again, and Bob talk for
As
another
it gets
15
cold.
minutes.
Yeah. Better warm that back
Bing. But you know what? He knows everything. He remembers everybody's name, every story. He's got information behind. If you ask him a question about something. Bob knows he's
got a memory like an elephant.
Oh my God, it's amazing that. And you know what? I had to call him, and I was hoping I was going to get his answering machine. I don't care how big FearFishing gets. I'll always be real excited to talk to Bob Izumi because that's probably one of the top 3 reasons I fish is because like Marley and I used to go to the river as little kids and set hook like Bob Izumi on catfish.
That's wave.
Do you know what I mean? So I was really hoping it was going to go to his voicemail and then he would call me back because I didn't know how I was going to pitch the podcast to him a second time. And the phone answers and he's like, Mr. FearFishing, Ian West, it's Bob Izumi here. And I was like, and I on the phone, I just went, shit. Like out loud. And Bob was laughing and he said, what's that for? And I said, I thought I was going to go to voicemail.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's such a gem.
Yeah, he was one of the first guys I called, and I wanted some thoughts on what
He'll tell
he
you if
thought.
you're wrong too.
That's it,
he's
right?
honest.
And he said, he's like, boys, I think you guys are really, really onto something here. I think what you've explained to me, I think you may have a winning model, and I think this is going to be a success. You're on the right track. So
And you know what
And then he was like, "I'm going to do something special for you guys," and that's when he put that big.
He
prize back together.
he watched, listens to the podcast and watched the vlog. He told me,
Yeah,
like,
yeah?
he's like, he told me, I'll just watch the video. It's all good. He brought up to me before in line at FLW and stuff about stuff he'd watched. He
Hey,
said
Bob.
he doesn't miss nothing. You can call me anytime, Bob. I'll talk to you. Even if I'm busy, I'll stop life for 4 or 5 hours while you're driving to talk. He's such a gem, though.
He makes the
He's-
trip go
you know-
quick.
you
You're
know-
on the phone driving. Next thing you know, you're there.
Have you ever heard like the never meet your heroes? That is Mr. Izumi is nothing like that. You meet some people and you're like, man, I don't really like that guy now that I met him.
Yep.
That's not how Bob is at all.
I like him even more.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm always a little nervous to bother him when I do see him, but he always talks to me, and which makes me super. And he always takes pictures and whatever I need. Super awesome guy, and he drinks Rockstar.
Yeah, we
He
got
does
him
now.
Yeah, it's funny because that was one of the things he
We got
said.
him switched.
Yeah, he's like, "You guys gave me that Rockstar after the FL Canada, and
Those
I had
are
to
way better
drive all the
than
way
those
home."
You know what the really
Yeah.
interesting thing is that Darren didn't want them, and Darren is the sugar king of the like.
Yeah, he's always got candy in his pocket.
everything,
That
right?
guy.
So I was like, Darren, you want a couple? And he's like, no. He's like, I had enough sugar. I can't drink that stuff. And I see him look, and Bob goes, I'll drink them.
Yeah.
I got to put up with Darren all day.
Yeah. And I was bugging Darren. I was like, that's the limit, eh? Yeah, it was like you can eat 9 bags of M&Ms at a fishing show, but 1 Rockstar, too much sugar. Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
I got lots.
Go fire them away. We're waiting on you. I was just killing time.
And I could get a word in edgewise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough.
How was Jamaica?
Jamaica was great. It was good.
Is there anything you're not telling us?
Well, the second day I ended up with an allergic reaction to the sun, so that was kind of.
Just drink it off.
I did. I drank it off
In the pool
in
bar.
the shade.
That's all I
A
do.
lot of shade, but it was a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah. Fish Tropic wants to know how long most tournaments are. Short answer. We're
8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah.
okay.
7:03. 99% of them.
And Nick Winchester wants to know if the FF crew is done fishing for the season.
No.
No.
Nice
Do
try.
we ever
Yeah.
stop?
Yeah.
It'll become less fishing because I like to deer hunt so much. I'm so excited after checking those trail
Start
cams
opens
today.
tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow. I don't even care.
Anything else, Amber?
I don't plan on shooting one for 100 days, 90 days.
Somebody commented on naming the next
Buck?
OBN Night
Yeah.
thing. Fear Fishing Charity Fair or Fear Stock.
Fear stock.
And XX Darkimus XX wants, what's your favorite new bait that has come out in the last year or so?
Ooh, that's a good
Ned rig.
question. It has. It's been out for a long time.
Well, the one that
Not
you
that-
like
not
to
that
use a
I've
lot
been
more
using.
now is a chatterbait.
I use a chatterbait a ton more.
Yep.
I really.
That's not a new
And a
bait.
swim bait.
Not a new bait.
Soft,
At all.
soft body swim bait. You throw
It's
those a
older
lot
than
more.
Yeah.
Ned rig.
Yeah. I
They're
didn't
old,
flip
but new to you.
I didn't flip the jig as much as I usually do this year. I didn't have very much luck. I don't think I caught one fish on a frog this year opening day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then I threw frogs to the qualifier in desperation.
I threw a frog for a little bit.
I got a question on Facebook here. What's the best route? This is from Keith Cavanagh, by the way. What's the best route to into the tournament scene? The association websites don't give a lot of details. It appears complicated. It appears that Quinty's complicated from the outside looking in.
Quinny, like Bassmaster? Mm-hmm. No, it's super
it's
easy.
easy. They're all easy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. If you want to fish in the Quinny Club, there's a Facebook group. Send a message there. Bob Decker or Mr. Pete Gardnier will get right back to you. Dues are coming up. I think there's a meeting the first Tuesday of October.
Quinny is actually the only club that you can join in the OBN that you don't have to go to any meetings, fish any tournaments, and you fish qualifier.
Yeah. Only
That's
for two
crazy.
guys, though.
Only for 2 guys?
Yeah, special.
Yeah, it's just special.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were in the club till last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we have a guy from North Bay,
Yep.
right? Come down, loves to fish, and you can imagine what a club would be like in North Bay.
Yeah.
Right, it's pretty far up there, but they're working on getting more clubs out there. So, at least these guys have a route.
Yeah. I think the qualifier's pretty open. Like, we had extra seats to go, so it's no big deal. But if you want to join the Quinny Club, just get a hold of the Quinny page. They'll be happy. We're looking for all kinds of new
And
members.
it's super easy, buddy. Super easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep firing.
Another one from XX Darkimus XX. Do you guys have a favorite handmade bait, like a balsa crankbait or a hand-poured worm that you like? Specific company?
No, I'm pretty disappointed in those chatterbaits, and I didn't get that 22-pound bag because of the hook spent. That infuriates me when I buy hooks and they don't work, especially at that price. But what do I have a go-to? A black mini jig. If the world was ending, I would get my black mini jig out and go to battle with that.
Okay. Some questions about the Ganny. The last 3 days apparently have been brutal.
Oh, no doubt. I don't even know what to say about the salmon fishing. I've been the biggest advocate about not closing that river for salmon season, but I really think after it makes me sick to my stomach to go.
It's terrible.
Even drive by there.
It is terrible.
I really think, I would do.
It's not just a Ganny, buddy.
I've fought so hard for anglers' rights and for young people to be able to go there, and because if that salmon wasn't open for me as a kid, because I wouldn't been interested in fishing because I didn't have any money and my parents didn't have any money to take me anywhere else. But I think they need to close it right to Peter Street August 1st. I think this is just a crime against humanity. Can you imagine,
terrible.
like, let's say so deer hunting's open. We watched how many does and fawns did I have on camera today?
Yeah, a good chunk.
How many? Like maybe 30 does and fawns. Now, how much and I'm just using this example because I'm probably not going to kill any deer, let alone 30 of them. What if I got up tomorrow morning and I got an AK-47 and I went out in that field and just let them all have it? And then I just took the tenderloins out of them and just left them there out in the field, and I went home and no big deal.
Well, I'll be there waiting to kick you right in the balls.
So why aren't people down at the river doing this? And there's probably 7,000 dead salmon. And people are gill netting them, and people are.
Did you see the video on Facebook?
Yeah, that was my.
Did you get what I mean?
Did you see that?
My backyard.
So why is it okay to do it to salmon, but it would be a tragedy if somebody can't club seals, can't do you know what I mean?
Or kill kittens.
Can't kill kittens, can't shoot dogs tied to a tree, can't throw a spear at a bear, but you can just rape this river. And all the rivers. I don't understand it. I don't understand what the difference is. I'm not saying I wouldn't never waste anything. But I'm saying, it would be a national tragedy. It'd be all over the news. It'll be all over the national news. It'd be everywhere. If somebody woke up and found 30 dead deer, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what makes, to an Ontario citizen, why is that deer more valuable than those salmon?
I agree.
I think they're looked at different, the animals to the fish, because one are a lot bigger.
They don't squeal. That's the difference.
Yeah, the fish don't squeal?
The fish don't squeal. I really believe this.
Yeah.
I agree.
That if those fish, you took them out of the water and they squealed and hissed and moaned and groaned, and that people would have a different feeling. I think it's fish in general because they don't make any noise. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't think it hurts a fish to hook them in the mouth and bring them ashore to revive them. But I'm pretty sure that, if somebody cut your guts open when you're alive,
yeah,
pulled your eggs out and then threw you in the bushes, that's probably not the way you wanted to go.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I am just as upset about this river thing. And maybe I'm just avoiding the whole thing because I don't want to close the river, but I don't see any way around this than I would be if I heard that somebody shot 30 deer tomorrow and took the tenderloins out.
Wow.
Joe told me up north on the weekend, somebody shot a moose, took the hind quarter off. One. Lost the moose.
What?
Yeah, in June. And he's way up by Perry Sound area.
Wow.
That's terrible. So, and that's just as much of a waste as, and you know what? It does say in the regulations that the salmon aren't edible. So you don't have to legally eat them. You can take the roe, but do something with the fish. Don't leave it for everybody can look at it. If you
you should have to dispose of it properly.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to just waste it and leave it there.
A way better way than
they got a fish station down there, right, in Port Hope.
Yeah, but that's not the place to leave it either.
No,
right?
So what do you do with it?
Yeah, you know what? If you
take it, you're responsible for the whole thing.
That's right. You know what? If you could throw it in your garden, and the nitrogen levels in your garden would go through the roof.
feed it to the neighbor's dog.
I was just gonna say, what about dog food?
Dog food.
Yeah, I don't know the answer. I don't know. I don't even know.
Maybe we need to.
But I do know that is there is a thing there that if they're not edible by the Ontario government standards and those fish aren't, that you don't have to eat them.
Do you know that they actually come around? They pay people to come up and down the river, pick up the fish, and they take it to a compost site.
Yeah.
Because it is such an epidemic in Port Hope.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. This ruined the mood. This question.
Yeah, a friend of mine has she works for the town, Port Hope, and she works for the maintenance and all that stuff. And the day I went and got those Girl Guide cookies, remember when we left? She was saying they did like 5 like big, huge containers full. They take it to a farm up north.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I just don't know why there's
disgusting.
the bags of garbage that a couple local businesses in Port Hope have got together and cleaned up the riverbeds from garbage, let alone dead salmon.
Yeah, I believe.
I just don't get it.
Bags
I don't know why. I don't know why it's continued to be such an issue. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what to be. I couldn't even.
What's wrong with people is ignorance. If you look at the video, it's these people coming in from the city.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that was on Facebook. It's they're coming in from the city. In this video, it was this girl. She's like, "Hi, welcome to my vlog." She's not even fishing.
Yep.
She's just with 3 guys. Kid. Yeah, she's there with her kid, and she's enjoying it, and she thought it was okay. And these guys thought it was okay too. You can tell in the video. Like, why would you be doing something illegal and videoing it? And make sure you put that on YouTube when you get home. And then in the end, she posts their names, those guys' names for starring. Right?
Awesome.
She pulled the video down, but somebody else had it.
I didn't see this video. What else is happening?
Sean's got a copy. They're using a gill net down at Bowmanville Creek and just running and just
you
throwing
can find
a
it
net
on
on
Facebook,
them.
right? Facebook, YouTube.
I'll share it on the FearFishing live well. You can go there. You can go there and check it out.
I like. I can't stick up for people anymore if we're going to do that to the river. Like, man, remember when that asshole shot that doe with the 2 fawns?
Yeah.
I was so mad, like furious mad. Yeah. I was so like, I can't deal with stupid. I can't deal with somebody who didn't think about, like next year, or do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think is going to happen? There's only so far you can go to, like. You can't help stupid, right? Do you know what I mean? You can't. You can't.
If somebody was growing up in an atmosphere like maybe where they had to live off that, then they would know they need to live off that more than just this year.
Yeah.
And they would have a lot, like, it's like, is it overprivilege? Is it the fact that it is a second thought? It's just another, it's you don't have. It's not something that you think about sustaining because you're not brought up to think about it that way because you have to have it because you could just go to the grocery store
and get it.
And
do you think it's possible maybe they kind of did this at where they were from or whatever?
No. So I learned this week. I learned this week. So a huge thing in Port Hope is for the Japanese people to come from the city and to watch the fish at the fish ladder. I learned this week from my buddy Jimmy Park, who is part of the Asian community, that for Japanese people to go anywhere to see anything in nature of abundance is good for your soul.
Really?
Yeah. So if you can go somewhere and you see 100 polar bears, it's good for your soul to see nature in such abundance. And that's why
it feels good. I think just sometimes to get out on the water on the lake.
I think that's why I enjoy deer hunting so much. Like
fishing.
What do you mean you don't see deer? In abundance?
No, but
the whole thing is you got to see abundance.
Well, that is true. But I'm really just happy to see them at all. When I walked in, my moment last year was to walk in and that doe and I at about 5 yards had that standoff nose to nose while she was trying to figure out what I was and I was trying not to move. But the bears in the spring, seeing those bears on that bear hunt changed my life.
That was pretty cool.
A few bears, a bunch of birds, a lot of different types of fauna and stuff like that. Like,
it's so cool.
That is abundance of nature, right?
Yeah, chipmunks is my abundance.
A handful of deer is abundant.
Yeah.
And then
I watched a blue jay murder a blackbird last year. Like, I've never seen anything so savage in my whole life. Pin this thing down while it squealed. Oh my God.
They've steal other birds' babies too and kick them out of the nest.
It grabbed this thing out of the air, pinned it to the ground, and plucked it to death.
A chipmunk?
No,
blue jay.
No, a blue
jay. Oh yeah.
Versus like a black or sparrow.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Remember I was texting you and I was like, "Can you hear that?" It sounded like when somebody wounds a rabbit. and it squeals. That's what this bird sounded like. This blue jay was just nuking them.
Okay, on to better things. I got some suggestions
Go ahead.
what to do with your salmon. Nate says take them to a wildlife sanctuary. Eagles and hawks will eat them, and
Good idea.
that's what we do
Really
with
good
invasive
idea.
species chain pickerel here in Nova Scotia. Put a freezer down there. They would be happy to have them.
Yep.
Mike Howard also says dog food, garden make fish pellets for your home fish pond.
There's
Wait.
I once took a salmon to the
Hold on.
Really?
He said put a freezer down at the fish cleaning.
Yeah.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah, maybe that's
They do it in Nova Scotia.
Huh.
Maybe that would
So
really
you
help.
took a salmon once to Jungle Cat World,
I did, yeah.
and they took it?
They were happy to have it.
No way.
And it's right there.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna build like an etiquette. Whereas in like
Yes.
someone doesn't go and put it in the freezer. Someone that sees what he's doing
He's gonna say
know
something.
that the freezer's there. They're gonna
Yep.
go over and show them. Or
I
They
wonder.
don't waste
I
the
wonder
fish.
if maybe that's the thing. Maybe get a hold of the Jungle Cat World and.
They were happy to have that.
How long ago was that?
10 years ago.
I wonder if they're still allowed to do that. There may be.
I
some-
bet.
There's
I
so
bet.
many
I didn't
uses.
want it to spoil, and I wasn't going to eat it, so I thought, why not? I called them up, and they said, "Oh, please." So I drove.
Well,
it
that
up
may
there.
be maybe that's the jam, and maybe the Jungle Cat World people would hook us up for tickets, and we could come as a fear
Hey.
But
Take pictures with the
how
monkeys.
much is a freezer?
Roll.
I used to
Oh, you can get
the
them for
recycling-
like $50.
Yeah.
get a freezer, and they came.
It's not gonna matter if it's a pretty one.
No, right? And you put it in the fish clean. I don't even know if this is legal. We're just spitballing ideas here, kids.
Just
Is
put
it-
like,
I would much rather see a lion or a jaguar nuking
On
some
a frozen
salmon,
fish, for
having some
sure.
good old time, getting some protein.
In the hot
Any
sun.
sanctuaries, any
Yeah.
animal rescues.
There's
Yeah,
got to be
bird sanctuaries all over the place here.
there's got to be somebody around here. So you guys, now we're going to talk about silly stuff. Amber Ashton and I were upstairs watching National Geographic, and we were watching the grizzly bear eating the salmon. So Ashton says, "Wow, that's really cool. I really like that." And I said, "Well, do you want to go down to the river and see the salmon?" So we went down to the ladder, and there's a couple thousand fish there, and they're jumping. He said, "Dad, I want to call my gammy." And I said, "All right." And so I gave him the phone. He called my mom. He gets on the phone. He says, "Mom," he says, "Gammy, I was watching this National Geographic show, and the salmon were going up the river, and there's a ton of salmon down at the fish ladder in Port Hope. Do you think you could buy me a grizzly bear?" And she said, "Well, honey, what are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to take him down the river and let him go for he can help eat the salmon." And she said, I don't think that'll work. And he said, "Do you think you could put David on the phone? He has way better ideas than you do."
But this is the same gammy that entertained the idea of you buying a fighter jet.
Well, that was realistic. We had a place to buy a fighter jet. I don't know where to get a grizzly bear.
Another off the topic. Are we done with this topic?
This close to having an F-18.
Don't mess with the type of crew that shows up delivering grizzly bears.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be like that? It'd be, imagine you get.
Yeah, I want to meet the guy that catches them.
I'm pretty sure I can get my hands on a grizzly bear.
Who's the guy? that
You
catches
just need
live
one of
grizzly
those
bears
traps
and,
out in. We could go to Alberta and get one of those traps where they go on the tube.
Yeah.
You can just back them up the fish ladder and let them go.
Yeah, that's simple.
He'd be fine till the
That'll
salmon were
scare
gone.
I bet you
I'll scare
the fisherman would
away.
spin out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure would.
Yeah, that'd take an end to the poaching, eh?
Off topic. Steve Thero wants to know how your dog's doing.
She's pretty good for 179,000 years old. Tana's holding out up there. She seems to be better than she was 6 months ago.
Remember that time she pooped in Woody's shoe?
That was the best ever.
Yep.
That
was funny.
That was
Perfectly placed nuggets right in his shoe.
she's just
Now
saying,
nobody takes their shoes off.
That was a memorable moment of 2019.
That was his first time over, wasn't it? That was
Oh, it's one of the
show.
first for sure.
Yeah.
She was she's really good.
At least Woody's used to having dogs and dealing with them.
Hey, Mar?
Yeah, whatever happened to that fish that was following you around?
I don't know. Was that a question?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, it was.
Got hot out.
Mackay.
Got hot
MCI.
out. No air conditioning in that suit. We don't have the WSIB cover to kill somebody.
This is true.
That is true.
Somebody also suggested a pig farm for the salmon.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
That is a good idea, too. A pig will eat a human in 24 hours. My grandfather used to say all the time.
You should probably stop now.
He would say all the time, beware of the pig farmer.
But having a couple freezers down at that fish cleaning section, I think, is key.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
Maybe
how fast would that fill
Maybe
up,
we
though?
could run a freezer
they'd have to come
fundraiser at East Hill
empty it out.
Outdoors.
Or we should at least bring it to tourism
Who?
office.
The town
Mark's
of Port
friend.
Hope?
Yeah.
No, the mayor will roll out with this idea and just not tell anybody it was mine.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first.
You want to hear that? So I made a letter with all these suggestions about the town of Port Hope, how they could benefit from the salmon run and the fishing on the second day that guy became mayor, right? Letterhead, phone number on it, list of ideas, and he started implementing them and never gave me an ounce of credit.
No.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
All of them.
We wrote a resume.
Down to the parking machine.
Did you proofread
Yeah.
it before you said
Yeah,
that?
we both
Okay.
we spent hours on that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
They
couple.
wanted Ian to apply for a position there, and they wanted him to consult and wanted a resume. So we sat down and wrote a resume with a few ideas.
But
that
then you
were
gave him the juice.
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
You
very
shouldn't have given him the
few,
juice.
Very
Shouldn't have
little
given the
juice.
I learned my lesson. I'm going to run for the mayor of Port Hope one day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes
That's
Port
funny that
Hope.
you say that because I
really am.
I was literally just gonna say I was like, well, why don't we just grab an old freezer somewhere off somebody,
I don't know.
Throw
We
it
have to
down
talk to the
there.
folks at the M&R first.
put a big old sticker on it that says "Vote FearFishing,"
Yeah.
and
I'm pretty sure I could beat him. Maybe I'll give her a go in the next run if I got any time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh my God, no.
You don't think I could beat him?
No, we're not doing this.
I'm not making your signs. I'm not
Stop
putting them
now.
up.
I'm moving.
No.
I'm moving.
I'll run your campaign.
Yeah.
We'll totally win.
I don't see how we can win.
Oh my God, no.
It's only a popularity contest.
That's it.
Oh, Poppy Monroe in the Wild wants to know if any of us fly fish. I love fly fishing.
I used to
Poppy.
fly fish.
I have
I
a
lo-
fly rod.
I love flying places too, fish.
Yeah. I don't mind fly fishing. It's pretty cool. I'd go where
I'm
there's
flying,
grizzly
I
bears.
fish.
I'd
That
love
was
it.
one of our best dates, I think,
Oh, yeah?
was going fly fishing in the Grand River.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I had a good
Took
time.
It was
her
a
for a
great
date.
time.
Oh, yeah, you
you're
took her
mad
for a
because you
date.
didn't catch one.
I did catch one.
We tried to do that this year. It didn't work.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any time in September.
Yeah.
We don't have any time in August.
No.
We don't have any time in September. We don't barely have time in October.
When does the time come back?
January.
Yeah.
December's January.
Not for me.
December, we got a little bit of time because you got Christmas.
Yeah.
November.
How do we slow
What do
time
you-
down?
No, what do you mean November? You crazy? It's a rut.
Yeah.
Step
Yeah.
back, son.
Yeah,
my,
but
my cousin's
we
wedding.
have more
I go
time.
every day.
I'm in a tree 29 days in November.
No, I bet you you're not.
I bet you I am. Amber came home and she's like, "Hey, we got invited to a wedding." And I was like, "Who?" She's like, "My cousin." I was like, "When?" She said, "Like, I don't
November
even know."
2nd.
I was like, "Good luck. It's a rut."
He's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "Good news. You're
Remember
not
when-
invited."
Remember when I went to Punta
And I was
Cana
like,
last year on the rut?
Yeah.
He goes, what are you doing?
You're
There's no
crazy.
deer anyway.
I
There's
love
no
it.
deer came in
I don't
anyways.
care. I don't care. There are going to be deer this year. Hundreds of them. Just I can't believe that place. Oh my God. The best thing, I got about a 2,600 pound buffalo on my camera. I'm going to share on Instagram tomorrow.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
beauty, eh?
What?
Yeah.
Longhorn, Texas.
No, yeah.
Oh.
His name's Ferdinand.
What's his name?
Furt in the ass?
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
I heard furt in the ass.
That's what I heard for
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
He enjoys.
You say some weird stuff.
He says
Wes.
he enjoys
His tongue doesn't
corn
move
piles,
properly.
long walks on the beach. He enjoys
What did you
chasing
say about his tongue, Amber?
He enjoys chasing whitetail out of the field.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, chased a buck on camera the day.
I have another question.
He's a good-looking bull.
Nate wants to know if you could explain how the mag seal works in the Daiwa reels.
Well, that's a good question.
He just bought
You
the
should
Daiwa
probably should have prepped
Fuego.
them on that one.
Yeah, that
He just bought the Daiwa Fuego.
Yes, so there's magnetics in the oil around the seals, and it's binding
Correct.
together.
Correct.
There you go, Nate.
It's just not letting the dirt inside, and you can use them for salt water.
Oh,
Way to throw me on the spot, though.
sorry. Anytime.
Shout out to Dave Brosak, who's watching us live.
Hi, Dave.
Yeah, super great, dude. You want to hear an interesting story about Dave since he's watching?
Yes.
He's on the Ike Live show.
Uh-huh.
A huge FearFishing supporter. So this is episode 91. The first email I ever got from anybody about this the podcast was from Dave.
Yeah?
Telling
Sweet.
me how great the show was and how much he enjoyed it. And he's told people all the time. I talked about it on Ike Live, but that was the first email I ever received of good news, positive things.
That's solid.
Yeah, it was. And
Nice.
I thought it was huge because he was on Ike Live. I thought it was like the biggest thing ever.
Right on.
You
Dave
thought
said-
it was, now it's not.
yeah.
I've had a lot of conversations with Dave.
I get lots of positive messages about what we do too. A lot
Yeah,
of
me
people
too.
message me through
I like Dave.
Messenger, Instagram, all kinds of stuff. It's wild.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
I think we've done good things.
I think so.
I like Dave. Dave's a good guy. He's Polish too. He likes the beer.
Huh?
They let me on Ike Live once on the after hours when I was hammered.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I'd been drinking, watching the show, eating pizza, and
And you were drinking Polish beer.
yeah, I
too.
was too. Great big, like 1 liter ones. And Brian's like, get on your laptop and be on Ike Live. And I was like,
Yeah.
spending good times though. One of those big memories.
Drunken show.
Yeah,
I
I
got
can't
more.
remember it, but I can watch it over and over again on YouTube. You got more? Fire them
Yeah.
away. What are we waiting for? I'm just filling time between questions.
MCI wants to know. He says he's a fisherman, but what's better, getting up early for fishing or hunting?
I don't get up early for hunting.
No.
I'm
We're
not-
like evening hunters.
So here's the deal. I feel, in my experience, that the deer are out in the fields or on your bait pile at, when you're going to walk in. So all you do is push them off. So I like to go in the evenings when they're on their way there. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you there, and it's really tough. Like sometimes in the winter, I'll try to get out for morning hunts, but it all depends on what it's like in the bush.
Yeah.
Like if we've had maybe a little bit of rain and the snow's a little softer, because if it's frozen and crunchy, don't even bother.
Yeah.
They hear you coming a mile away, they'll jam. If it's you got a really light snow and you can walk super quiet, then give it a go, because they're already there, and if you can sneak up and pull a draw on them, they're like, there's no waiting.
I know some guys who go early in the morning, but they go at like 3 a.m. and they bump them off, and they know they're bumping them off,
Yep.
and then they get in their stand and they wait 3 hours in the dark and they come back.
Yeah, well, that's a long sit when it's cold.
Yeah, it is.
and-
Yeah,
oh,
for sure.
Right?
You got to be. I'm not that hardcore,
That's when for things there.
but I do. I like sitting all day during the rut.
Oh yeah, I like all day sits. You got to make sure you keep a battery pack for your phone.
Yeah.
Because what helps me
data
now to keep what helps me now is like if I got my phone in my hand, I find that I can stay so much
Quieter,
still. Like being still is a big thing.
Yep.
Like you got to sit like a rock.
Yeah.
And if you can sit like a rock and just move your eyes around, look up now and then, you can keep yourself kind of occupied, right?
Yeah. The first deer I ever saw, I was on my phone, sitting there against the thing, texting or doing something, and I watched the thing walk behind the phone, and then he got about halfway and stopped, and I was like, "Oh shit, there's a deer!" And then I was like, "All right, lower phone slowly." Yeah.
I did the same
like
thing.
it. I like
Remember, I
it.
was looking at my reader.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were there. They were so quiet. I looked up like that, and they went.
You don't hear them coming in.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No, you don't hear them coming
No.
in.
That was
crazy.
the mom and the triplets.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful, but I'm not. On being on the blood thinners, I'd die getting up and sitting in the dark for 3 hours. I'd freeze to death. Even I have the best Under Armour hunting clothing on the planet, and I couldn't stay warm enough. It's the sitting still, and you can't move your.
Well, yeah,
you can't get the shivers.
You gotta
right?
move to
I
keep
use
warm.
hot packs and everything, but the blood thinners kill me for doing that. So
You're
I-
cold in bed underneath a duvet.
I do. I
and an
sleep
extra
I sleep with a
blanket.
toque on.
And
Do ya?
jogging pants, hoodie, and the hood
In the
up.
wintertime, I freeze.
Does your toque say FearFishing?
It used to.
It used to.
He wrecked them all.
I did.
He sleeps with them all. So
That's
they
been
all
a big
get,
question too. People asking for fear fishing clothing.
Yeah, it has
Huge.
a lot.
Like a lot. But I think we may have something worked out for 2020 where that's going to happen. Some cool stuff. Maybe not a ton, but some stuff.
I got another question. Nice wink.
Some stuff. Stay tuned.
Sean Haggerty wants to know, what bows do you guys use?
I use a Diamond Outlaw. I really like it.
I use a Hoyt Alpha Max.
And I use one of the best bows on the planet called the Matthews No Cam.
I really like my bow.
Sean's got a machine. Even the case, when he brings the case out, it's just like
We have to go shoot.
cool.
We have to go target shoot again.
Oh, I missed
With a
one. I'd like a
range.
new bow. I'd like a longer frame bow.
Yeah.
I'm a long guy.
Or
Well,
one,
I
that,
really
one that works.
I really like mine. What's wrong with mine? I've never wounded an animal.
remember
vital
that
organ.
time you shot a bear in the dick, Mark?
Yeah.
So do we.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, eh?
Yeah.
That sucked.
Oh. You got any more, or can we wrap this up?
I think that's
good.
something for you, man.
That's it. I'm dying. My allergies are just absolutely killing me. I'm going to take an extra pill tonight before I can
here.
go tomorrow.
I got this for the.
Oh, yes. Amber got some cool stuff for us for the wall.
It's wood.
It is.
Yeah.
And I got a
Handcrafted.
fish.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thank you. Brought that back from Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
I got something coming, too, for beside the Rent Me sign.
Oh.
Yeah. A flat brim hat autographed by somebody cool
Right on.
Oh, yeah?
for the wall.
Is it Elvis?
No. No, I couldn't pull that off.
You know, we had this big OBN qualifier this weekend. I want to say congratulations to the team.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
man.
I want to read off the guys that made this, because these are the guys that made that happen. These are the guys that what we did is going to go help support, plus our national contenders, who is Mark Kavanaugh and Ed Villeneuve. Right? So on the non-boater side, from I'm going to read from 11th to first place. So on 11th, William Bowles. Then we have Frank Liu, Kyle Pula, Tracy Rich, Bob Thornington, Chris Witta, Richard Constable, Kirk Zommers, Zachary White. He's a beauty.
Yeah. Good dude.
That was good timing, because Zach's a great dude. I got to spend some time with him and the boys. It was good. Then we got Mike Sloan and the guy who won it all on the non-boater side, Benzad Mohammadikanikidi. Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah, and then for the boater side, from 11th to first place, we got Brian Moore, Stephen King, Jonathan Reimer, Charles Sims, Andrew Shufelt, Danny McGarry, Mark Rourke, Ryan Clark, John Magui, Andrade Chawanik, and the winner from Quinny, Randy Champs.
Well done.
Congratulations
I'm part
to
of the
these guys.
Club. Quinny Club won too.
Yep.
Overall.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
That's
my
a pretty good team there that we're going to be.
That is
sending
a
to.
stack team.
Yeah.
That's not just a pretty
Just
good.
like the year I went.
If it's a smallmouth lake, it's over.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I was out with Warren and Zach and Shuey and Jeff Tripper, and we were having some conversation, we'll say.
Yep.
And we had some pretty funny ideas for going down and supporting the team.
That's awesome.
Maybe going down. Yeah. I'll just say this: hockey game on a pontoon boat.
Nice.
You guys came up with that?
Yeah, hey, that's just an idea floating through the air. It's going to be pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
You get a bunch of Canadians on a pontoon boat and have a hockey game. It's going to happen.
I want to throw something else out there. Before we do final thoughts, if you got any more questions, we'll rapid fire through them. But officially, Corey is the the top Canadian.
Yes,
that's only because Chris gave him his boat.
No, it was over before that.
At least Mark
Chris
and I are the winners. Yeah, Chris even conceded by handing his boat
the
over.
FearFishing fantasy pool.
We won.
Winners.
Mark, I'm really proud of you that you and I picked Corey right from the start.
You know, it takes a special talent to pick the right guy.
I got to pick before everybody else.
Yeah.
And I put all my money on my buddy Corey.
Yeah, but our odds were like
No.
10,000.
You picked last.
No, I picked first.
Yeah,
he picked last.
No, he picked first.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Of course
Yeah,
he did.
I guess he did. Of course
Yeah,
he did. It's
yeah.
shaking.
Yeah, I picked Corey. Congratulations.
And then
Thank
I
you,
picked
Corey.
too.
I didn't send him a text message today, but I will tomorrow after the event's over. And you guys go get us some autographs.
Yeah.
In all fairness,
I'm going to. Yeah,
I don't know. I was thinking it's getting cold. I wouldn't mind a hoodie.
No,
You don't get to change the rules, you dick.
I would like if you guys could get us a Bassinator autograph T-shirt.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I think we could pull that off.
Mr. Crothers or Mr. Greg could get us Bassinator T-shirts, and maybe we could even go to Corey's house and film you guys ringing on the doorbell and asking him.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Mendez is with you.
He'll probably just call the sheriff and have us arrested, right?
No.
Removed from the property.
I got a feeling that Corey's pretty excited to sign this shirt.
Yeah, he
So-
would be.
Is it a picture of Corey on the shirt?
No, it's the Bassipators' Instagram account.
I thought we were supposed to get a picture.
No,
of
but
him.
the Bassipators is
Okay.
kind of becoming a big thing,
Okay.
and that'd be really good for the podcast too. I'd like to hang mine up in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it going to replace the Brawn to Fish?
maybe.
No way.
No.
No.
You can't
That's a
replace
memory.
Brian
We're gonna
Fish.
we're gonna put that somewhere real special for you guys can see it every day that we do the podcast. So big
Remember
shout out.
putting those on.
Who gets to pick first this year?
What does this say? What is this Braun to Fish?
You know what? I'm so confident that I will pick Corey for next year too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Losers pick first.
There you go.
There you go.
And you guys lost because you guys had Gussie.
We did. Like, what were our odds though? Really, what were our odds?
Pretty good. You did well.
Really good.
Well,
He did
he's not
really
that,
well.
Yeah, he's not that far back.
No?
No.
No, not at all.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And how come you guys never talk about him?
We do.
Because it was he did have a couple bad events at the start, so he made some huge ground in the last half. It's kind of like if we picked Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin, you guys had like
Canadian terms
like
there.
like you guys had like McDavid.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys weren't that far off.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
It
how
all
the
goes
likes
back to hockey in Canada.
how the
Oh, yeah. Now
it's back to
I get it.
hockey.
it's
Ovechkin,
kind of just
though.
like
Ooh.
it's kind of like just how the lakes shaked out. The boys had a better go at it in the beginning.
I got a question about St. Clair.
Go fire!
What do you guys think about the weight they're throwing up on St. Clair?
Huge.
XX Darkimus XX.
Shout out
wants
to
to
South
know.
Fighter when he threw it.
No,
down
yeah,
a giant
25
bag. Let me
pounds,
see.
yeah.
Who,
In
26?
half an hour?
I don't know.
25 pounds in half an hour?
I think I read something like that.
I haven't-
I didn't see it personally, but I'm pretty sure I read something that said 25 pounds in half an hour.
Wow.
I can't get.
I
the,
could be wrong.
the
Am I
update
allowed to
here.
eat the centerpiece? I'm starving.
How about
I'm
her?
hungry too.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Is that the end of the questions?
Pass me some centerpiece.
Yeah.
Are we good?
I got to pee so bad.
Okay, let's
All
wrap
right.
this up.
Ooh, XX Darkimus
Thank you,
XX
Jacqueline.
is from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I like going
That's
through
a
there.
good-
We usually go
Hey,
through at
whoa,
night.
whoa. What's that TV show?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a good show. I used to watch that after school when I was a kid. Cincinnati.
It looks so cool going through there.
Look at my
At
phone.
night,
My
lights
phone load.
going over
I'm
the
trying to get Seth Fighter's in the lead with 51.9 pounds with 10 fish.
What?
Wow.
Woo. I'm gonna wear my
Day
Woo.
1,
Should've worn
26.
my Woo
Day 2,
shirt.
24, 13. Stenson and Baylock is in second.
That's
Corey
an
Johnson.
amazing name.
Corey's in 10th.
Yeah.
Clark Window. Corey's in 10th. Scott Canterbury's leading the AOY overall is in 16th. Winner, chicken dinner. See, there's always a silver lining.
I think
I may not have made Team Ontario, but I won the bet. So did you, Mark?
Yeah.
And that
I did.
You know what? We
By
can ride.
association.
What did you finish in team? What in the thing?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I'll tell you. It's 49.
Nice.
Oh,
Anybody after 12?
What did you finish,
tied.
Mark?
24. But that was still 13 away.
Yeah. So everybody after 11th place.
It doesn't matter if you come
Tied.
first to 10th or 11th, really, or 13th to
100.
157.
On day 2,
all the same.
I never worried about catching anything. I went to the juice spot and I was like, I pretty much stuck her out. I couldn't care less. I wanted like giant or I want 0. It doesn't matter to do anything.
You got to make moves.
That's right.
I fished my heart out. I wanted
fished
to
out
make
there
it so
for hours.
bad. I missed
It
it
is
by
what it is.
two and change.
Doesn't matter.
well.
Yeah. Great
Next
work,
time.
Corey. Man, that made my night.
Okay.
Cincinnati. Okay, anybody got a final thought?
oh, crap.
I just want to thank everyone that came out.
Whoa.
You just asked me if I had a final thought.
Do you okay? So do we have any ideas to change the final thought? We can change the end of the show if you want. You got a better idea?
Just say the final thought. I got pee, man. You don't
Okay.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
floating over
This
here.
is going to be the longest final thought I've ever had.
Kicking the nuts from her
You know-
tail right now. I'm telling you.
Dear
I
Roland
just,
Martin.
yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming out to OBN Night on Thursday. You know, y'all got a lot of big hearts and deep wallets. Thank you very much. And never give up.
Got anything, Sean?
Yeah, I want to thank a couple more people. You know, like we had Scotty Martin, Steve Shaw, Pete Garnier, and Moose all jumping on and running that.
They did.
Running the pitch.
They did a great job.
Jason Barnews got there, and he comes right up to me. He's like, what can I do?
Yep.
Got him to set up all the tables and chairs and help with the prize tables and
everybody offered to help.
Everybody that come up. There were so many people that helped.
Even Jay Troyer from Pennsylvania texted me the night before and said, I'm coming from Pennsylvania. Do you guys need anything?
Yeah. What can I do when I get there?
Can I help? And I was like, have a good time, bro.
Did you get beer?
No.
Oh.
What?
No.
I would have got him to bring me some cherry Coke if I knew.
American beer.
Yeah, no, but just thanks to everybody who helped behind the scenes.
A lot.
Thanks to everyone. It was amazing, and we couldn't have pulled it out with all the volunteers' help.
Oh yeah, we had a whack full of
shout out
beauties.
to Lisa who came with me in the morning.
Yeah, she was a staple.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
She was a staple. My sister Dakota, my brother Miles, like staples. The kids, all the kids that came to help. Like there's so many people. You just can't list them all right now because it'd probably take me 20 minutes.
Kids.
It was
the whole family was there.
And
you know that?
They were.
Cool.
Yeah, in support of you and us. Yeah, it was great. So that's my final thought. Just thank you.
Well, I'm really sad that I wasn't there, and I'm very proud of all of you guys. You did an amazing job, and the organization was amazing. Like, second to none.
Great work. Thank you very much, Amber. I really appreciate that.
And a big shout out to Mr. McCall, too.
That was a really great and thoughtful final thought.
Shut up,
You worked
Ian.
as hard.
You did really well.
I'm really
proud
sad
of you.
that I didn't get to be there.
You know what? I really appreciate you saying that.
Thanks, Ian.
You know exactly what's going on right now, don't you?
I'm not stupid.
Is this you guys kind of foreplay or something?
No.
No.
Do you want to explain
joke.
it?
No.
Inside joke.
Kind of. Amy, do you have a final thought?
Yeah, kind of. I'm just. It might be a little serious right now, but I just lost my grandfather 2 weeks ago.
Aw,
sorry to hear that.
People he was 91. He had a really good life, but I just want to say a lot of people say hug them and love them while they're young, but they don't realize that a lot of people as they're getting older, it's nice to love them and make sure that they know that they're loved when they're getting older.
Absolutely.
Sure. You know that.
Good final thought. I like that. Brian?
Amazing service that place. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
What place?
Oh, that service, the Celebration of Life.
Oh, yeah.
I sang for the first time in front of people from 20 years.
Wow.
Really?
All the grandchildren did a song, singing together, playing instruments like drums, bass, pianos, and everything going on. It was wild.
Beautiful.
There's not very many funerals anymore, eh? Like the traditional funeral.
Yeah.
Where we all pout. My grandfather, when he passed away, springed everybody's bar tab at the Kingsman afterwards.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. You wouldn't have heard about that 20 years ago, right? Remember when we were funerals and everybody wore black and...
Yeah.
Mine's going to be a bender.
Bender? Mm-hmm. I'm going to have OBN night. That's what I'm going to request. And I'm going to be...
You're a dick.
Right
And your
in the middle.
casket's
In my
going to be...
casket.
No, your casket's going to be
above
lifted
everything.
up 60 feet in the air.
OBN here. Yeah.
Ian's going that way. We'll make an arrow pointing up.
Yeah. And just my arm over the side.
With a thumbs up.
Oh, I creep. So
with a drop
I had this
shot.
super sweet. I'll do my final thought, and then you can wrap yours up with your dates. My grandfather was so cool that we used to. He had asbestos poisoning, so he knew for years and years and years it was coming. And him and I were like best friends, and we went everywhere together. And when I was a teenager and early in my 20s, I worked on the family farm with him every single day. So he used to think it was funny to. He bought a plot in the family cemetery in Bridgenorth, and we used to go all the time and rake the leaves, and he would yell at the guy to cut the damn tree because he couldn't see the lake from his plot. Right? And another time when I was about 10, he took me out behind the barn and showed me how to use the post hole digger because that's where he wanted me to put his ashes. But we used to do this all the time, right? And I think that in my final thought is not so much about the death part, but you know what? If you talk to people and explain and have those kind of conversations, it was tough when my grandfather died, but that kind of made it a little more okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is it, and it's not a sad thing, and we've had do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're getting a little deep here, but I remember we used to go to the family plot, and he would joke around all the time to, make sure you weed that garden, and if that asshole ever sells that house, just buy it and knock it down for I can see the damn lake. And
It's,
it was really good.
It's one thing we all have in common. It's
for sure.
Like, so people really
I kind of like now how it's like a happy thing rather than like an ultra sad,
I think it really depends on age. Too.
Yeah.
And the tragedy, right?
Yeah.
Could be
for
tragedy.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like a Viking funeral.
Oh dear.
Where you like?
Me too.
Yeah, you have. I have that piece of
pushing
paper.
it out of the water on a
Englishmen
raft.
don't have Viking funerals.
I want to go in my what's it called? How do you think I got hemochromatosis?
In your pyre?
Because
Your
from the
shiny
Viking.
armor?
No, that's
It's a
where
Celtic
it comes from.
disease.
Yeah, but it came from the Swedish and the Norwegians. Mm-hmm. Vikings.
Don't
it's
try
like,
to jump on the bandwagon
I'm not.
now.
So anyway,
So now you're both Vikings.
No, I'm not.
No,
a
he's
Viking.
not.
I'm a
Amber and I
Viking.
are.
Listen
I'm
here,
a
Mr.
Viking.
5'6". They built Vikings
Telling you.
about 6'4" and 220 pounds, not 5'6", 160 pounds.
I'm the Lowry of Vikings.
Oh my God! I don't remember what movie I watched a long time ago, but they had a Viking funeral where they like they pushed the boat into the lake and then they set the lake on fire. So I was thinking one night,
The lake on
the
fire.
boat.
So you don't even know how to be a Viking. Get out. Get out.
That we could go down to
Dismiss.
the river. We could set
Go
the
have some tea
Garmin
and
Force on
crumpets.
autopilot and like just soak the bass boat in gasoline and send me out. Set the course for Rochester, and you guys could all fire your compounds. So
Yeah, I just wondering who's taking the charge on that one.
Yeah.
We ain't getting
That'd
out of
be
that
fine.
scot free.
We just need to get FearFishing to like Elvis famous, and they'll let me do it.
That's it, eh?
I love
Yeah,
how
sure.
I love how Sean's. It wasn't like, no, we can't.
I think they
It's
do
just,
it.
Who's gonna take the charge?
Who's catching the
Not
charge?
that we won't do it.
No, but who's taking the fight?
Hey, you must
Yeah,
really got to pee.
No, we're
now,
doing
eh?
this. I can't wait for you to die because we're doing this. I just want to get through the tape
That'd be
here.
awesome.
You did just make this a positive thing.
Fire up the boat engine and just throw her on full. The rock on the hot foot.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That'd be
would be
great.
cool.
So yeah, you guys remember that? I always tell my mom.
We're doing it.
When we go to like celebrations, and I'll be like, I really like this place. We're gonna do this. I'd really like you to get this place, Mom. This is a great place. I think I'd like my funeral here. And I'd like talk to the undertakers. Like I'm being serious. I'll be like, can you open the back doors there? Can we have like an open one? Oh yeah, I love it. I'll tell you one more grandfather story. We were at a funeral. My grandfather was a business manager for the Sheet Metal Union in Peterborough, so he knew all kinds of people who were passed away, at least a couple a week. So when I lived in Peterborough, he bought me a suit for that I can come with to all these funerals of people I had no idea about, right? So I'm at a funeral, and one of the undertakers is a female, but she was really, really pretty, right? And I kept like giving her the wink, and she was smiling back at me, and he stops and goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm making a move." He said, she's not winking at you because she thinks you look nice. She said, look how long and dangle you are. You're just an extra large box to her.
That's good.
Ryan, give us some dates.
Oh, well, there's lots of dates. Let's just do this Friday at Arthur's.
Nice.
Yeah. All the local people come on out at 9 o'clock, Arthur's Pub in Coburg on Friday. Saturday, I'm doing a private gig.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, some people might know about it.
You got some
already.
VIP tickets to
What's
that, or
that?
what?
I do, actually. I have the hookup. I'm sitting right next to you there.
Oh, Amber's
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
party. Where is it? Shall throw it out? Anybody wants to come?
No, we're not putting that on.
I
Legion.
can't make it, Amber.
I
It's
know,
either
I'm
the Legion or the
disappointed.
Knights of Columbus in Port Hope.
Zip
Come on
it.
down. Have a great time. I'll be there. Sign autographs. No.
Thanks.
Chicken hands.
Yeah, shaking it.
Really glad
Come
it's
on.
my birthday.
Come
It's going to be a great
Oh.
time. How old are you turning?
39.
Yeah, right. Good luck.
You never ask a woman that, you know.
I know.
I am
What do you
turning
mean?
40. I am turning 40.
How does that feel?
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
She's doing it good.
All right. Good job.
Doing it good.
Bringing
Okay,
it
we're out of here. Everybody,
proud of
thank you
that.
so much for tuning in. If you're on iTunes, give this 5-star rating. If you're not, just skip ahead to somebody else's show and rate them 2 out of 5. Thank you. Have a great night.